whatever. We live. Thanks everybody for being here. I don't think I should be on YouTube. Oh shit, maybe I did. God damn it. I don't think I should be. Oh, I definitely do though. I can't say that. I've been. What the shit?
Get my audio. Let me turn my audio down a little bit. Actually, no. Let me get it up. Just so I'm not goddamn. I don't know what I was gonna say. I shouldn't do it that much, but damn. The actual fuck. Just so. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's me talking. My stupid ass. That's you in my thing.
And where?
In looking at my live stream.
I do not believe so. No, it's already somebody.
I got a person in my live stream.
There we go. Can you do me a favor? I just sat down way too far.
That's goody.
This doesn't affect anything.
What the actual hell?
Situation. Go over here. This to its limit.
I don't want to do any of this. I just want to look at the stream.
Think 3D. Quit playing this checkers. Alright.
Why did I have this so big? I can't look at my shit. Yo, stop doing it. I'm just know it. I'ma know it. There we go. I just want to be Lil. I want to be Lil. There we go.
Alright, this is bugging me. I gotta do something about it. Fuck me.
What's wrong?
There should at least be a little volume, and there isn't.
Yeah, mic life.
No,
Yo.
not on my mic. On the game. I gotta.
Yo, every time I fucking start streaming, there's always one mystery person in my stream that just doesn't say anything, but they're like there all the time.
I'm grateful to that motherfucker. He always gives me a reason to do. Just knowing they're there.
Oh yeah, I'm not complaining. It just gets a little creepy. Like, dude, who are you? Who are you? Yeah, I made this screen way too big.
What the fuck is going on right now?
My boy Vallen having a little bit of issues at the beginning of the stream, but it's all gravy. Cause you know what I'm saying. He gonna figure it out.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, see? I told you.
Volume is there, but not on that. Just like I fucking thought.
You need me to go to your stream and check the volume?
Oh, I just did. It's
okay.
The volume from the game
is it in the actual game problem? Like, can you go to your settings in the game?
That's literally what I'm trying to do right now.
Aha. Don't worry, folks. The good times will roll soon. I just want to make sure my vallen is all gravy. We can get everything started. Let me know, a random person in the chat, if you digs.
Oh!
I think you did it.
Oh my good Jesus! Oh my heart, where's the remote? Oh my goodness. I wasn't ready, Lord.
'Twas a tad bit loud.
I don't know where that noise came from either.
The gods.
Alright. Okay. Alright, I'm figuring this out.
Yeah, I'm figuring out too. I hate when I hate this shit.
There we go. That's what I wanted. Me and you are down here, and that's fine. That's the vocals. That's exactly what I want.
Give y'all a little tutorial on how to how to do some editing during your live streams.
Right. Alright, give me that doesn't affect anything, it's just that. Alright. That is dope. We're gonna keep you, bro. Here.
Excuse me.
Give me a little something. Give me some noise.
What's going on?
Alright.
I was gonna play with a bigger thing so I could actually see that was not in the plan,
Alright.
obviously.
I think that's gonna be.
I think that's good.
To that effect, maybe. Have any bearing?
We're good. Gotta wait for my stream to catch up. But it should be good. There we go. Why is it so high up though? I don't like that. Now I gotta center the mass. Trust me, I had this set up at the beginning of the stream. It's just y'all know how things go when you.
Hello?
What's up?
Lagging pretty bad.
I'll go ahead and stretch this. Bam. Gotta know how to fix problems on the fly, because they will appear.
God damn, 10 seconds lag, bro.
That's wild. Oh, we out here. You know we gotta get OCD with it every now and then. Shout out to all my OCD people. Shout out to whoever's really in this chat right now, just chilling, watching me.
They are the champion.
For real. You're still there. Watching me fumble. But I appreciate it.
I'm just gonna have to go through and do whatever later. Oh, shit.
Here we
Roll
go.
for the shit, G.
Perfect. Got it just right. Got it just right.
One of the whole points of this is I want to get my dog in the shot. Like, don't even look at me.
Said you want to get your dog wet. I'll call this up. This is probably gonna be my permanent Pokemon setup.
That's people are gonna like that way better than my face.
I like it
Am I
better.
wrong?
Oh, your dog, of course. Dogs are the greatest. Did you switch over to YouTube?
Yes.
I see. Oh, you have a random person in your stream too, just chilling.
That's you, dumbass.
I just got in here.
Yeah, that's.
No, like you had one before I got in here.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Cool.
You got, well, you should be having two now, so I just got in. Or should you? It definitely didn't change. Go ahead and like this, yo. Yeah, now it's two.
Now what I do doesn't super matter. Watch the sleep. While I play games with one of the homies. Good day. All right. Live.
Cool. That boy Spawn is in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yep. Just came.
No. I was thinking, wasn't he in something else?
I do not know.
Soul Calibur. He was in Soul Calibur.
He was actually. I remember that.
Yeah. All right, that's what I was thinking of.
I think it was in
But
two.
I was like, yeah, he is.
He did in two or three.
They got him.
Yeah, he just came out today because I saw the notification. I was like, I thought it was a Spawn game. Like, bro, you don't know how hype I was.
I wish, right?
Yeah. Did you play the old Spawn game?
It wasn't great, but yes.
What? How dare you? I mean, it wasn't great, but still.
He's like, how could you say that? You're not wrong.
How could you? It was great, man. It was a little, for what it was.
It was conceptually so far ahead of its time.
Yeah.
It didn't stand a chance of being what it should have been. But because of the failure of that game, the game that he could make now probably wouldn't be made. Like he wanted, if he got his hands on Spawn, it'd be like Witcher meets open world, like phantasmagorical fuckland. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it was wonderful.
He has such a mind on him. Okay, not unterrifying.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
It was yeah, you went so many different places too. Hell, purgatory, heaven, like you had hella weapons. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that, like, the scope of the game that he wanted to make would be absolutely tremendous and would be, in a word, a masterpiece. You know what I mean? If it actually fulfilled the vision he intended on. So
these are the facts.
I gotta remember to speak into my new mic. Sponsored by nobody. Paid for by me. But we here with the people. I mean, I know that's not what you wanted to do. First thing.
What in the fuck?
So yeah, man, what are you playing?
Oh, yeah, I'm on that Pokemon Revolution, dog.
Nice. Why don't you tell the people on my stream what your team is?
I gotta log in first because I just got in. I was looking at that Mortal Kombat Spawn thing.
That's fair.
Definitely got distracted.
Yeah, no, that is something to get distracted by. That is.
Ghastly. Got me a fucking ghastly. I forgot about that.
Ghastly.
So I got Ghastly, Wartortle, Gyarados, Voodoo, and Noctowl.
Voodoo?
Badoo. The
oh, Badoo. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, okay. Badoo. I was like, Voodoo? Because I know sometimes these games will have like 152 Pokemon and just one of them bitches will be shit for no reason, and they'll just give it away for some fucking, just for their own notoriety.
Just cause. It's pretty official. I must say, the game, I appreciate it and all of its phantasmalism for making the cause sometimes there's some slow parts of Pokemon, and they definitely added some fluff in the best ways, in my opinion, to some parts. especially after you played the base game so many times. Playing a little.
Yo, that's a fact. I think that's
Mhm.
a big part of the reason. Oh, can you do me one quick favor? Can you just type anything in my chat?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that widget's working, and I don't feel like getting back up.
Let me find the stream. Boom. Yuuur.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that reminds me of Final Fantasy, like one of the Game Boy one, the handheld ones. So whenever you go out in the map, it's like a big open world thing, and then you like kind of sink into whatever place you go into. Like you run across the town.
Oh, you played Final Fantasy VI?
I believe so. It's one of the motherfuckers.
All right. Were you a black guy who turned into a white guy?
I was not. There were machines.
I don't mean racially. I mean like the color of your character.
No, I don't think so. I remember you could get a chocobo and run around, and if you ran around like I think it was like a myth or maybe it was an actual thing where if you got the chocobo and ran around the edge of the entire like open map, like when you're like looking around for shit, you can you get something. It's the only thing I remember from it.
There you go.
Right. Why execute versus Ghastly? If I had Nightshade, I'd probably, win, but definitely not about to win this. Noctowl, that's perfect. To be psychic.
Dude, I hated Nightshade in the first thing. I was so glad they got Confusion. Because Nightshade was such a bitch.
Twas.
Oh, I'm going to do 11 damage every time. Well, all right. Oh, sorry, 13 is the level. It's like, man, but bitches be having like 50 hit points right now. You can't just be like looking at me like, huh? 11, right? Huh? No chance of going any better. No crits. No nothing. 11
every time. That and well, in certain parts of the game, Dragon Rage was pretty dope.
Yeah, dude. Dragon Rage early on is ridiculous, and really 40 is a chunk no matter what. But it definitely like by the time you're hitting the Elite Four, it ain't shit. But at least through like the first 6 badges, it's at least a chunk. You know what I mean?
You're doing a little something.
Yeah. All right. 5. I'll say 5. 5 badges sounds a little more accurate.
I can get behind that. I wonder if I can shrink this fucking window. Probably can't.
Where's my phone?
Yo.
I want to put your stream on my phone.
Roll out though.
All right. But yeah, did you?
Shit,
did you type something or no?
I did a while ago.
Oh.
Confussion. Yeah, knocked. Oh, thank God that missed, cause he for sure was about to end my whole shit. Confussion out the gate. I hope his next Pokemon is susceptible to my psychic moves. And of course,
alright, 1 second. I gotta fuck my chat box. Chimichangas.
Oh, I forgot. My setup does not have a chat box. I am wildin'. I'm about to set that up after I headbutt the absolute shit out this Ekans. Zeno headbutt. Oh yeah. I'm going through this that bridge in Cerulean City where you got those 5 niggas on the bridge that you gotta deal with. That's where I'm at now. And now I'm about to edit my stream because I for sure don't have a chat box. Can I just add one?
That's what I'm trying to do, but I just fucked it up, so I'm trying to add a little just
do it again. Ooh. My little chatty boxy over put it in the middle. It's the best place to have it. Yeah. That fits so perfectly. Okay. Yeah. Got my chat box. We in there. Boom. Now anyone's gonna chat because whoever this mystery person is, actually might be my sister. Trail, is that you? You in the chat right now, being a secret squirrel? Let me know if you is. I am number 4. Am I getting tired, dude? Yo, why do I keep putting this ghastly out? Oh, I gotta level it up. Huh.
Yeah, no.
I gotta find some.
I'm gonna figure something out because my YouTube chat isn't working. So.
That shit. So you're on Streamlabs, right? You can just like add a chat box in there and throw it up.
I did just add a chat box, but I think it would have fucked up my Twitch.
You said it won't work without your Twitch? Where did my phone go? What the fuck is this? Oh, okay. So yeah. They got me for my phone, yeah. Now let's I'm out of here. Ground. Go ahead and throw this throw my war turtle up out of here. Damn. Why was I so close to dying already? This is bad. Alright. This motherfucking Gyarados.
Gyarados.
Cut that attack, fam. Oh yeah,
You a Gyarados.
Yo.
You don't call me a Gyarados. I'll kick you in your right where Jesus said that's where the bad stuff comes from. That's what
I'm so fucking dead. This guy,
not the Lord.
And my name is the Lord.
Oh man.
Did it miss? There we go. Yeah, this dude sold me a Gyarados for like 20,000. I somehow had it at the time, but then I was like, no, he didn't sell me a Gyarados. Sold me a Magic card. Yeah, but he was like, you know what? Just because you bought it, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give that motherfucker Hydro Pump. And I was like, what? So now I have a Gyarados with Hydro Pump.
You a son bitch. I'm here for it.
I'm happy because that definitely helped me. I got the right time. It was right before the was it Rock Tunnel? The Rock Tunnel? Yeah. So it was nothing but ground and rock type in there. So I was just Hydro pumping away.
Oh man, yeah. It's actually, you should have started with Charmander.
Char. Yeah.
If you don't have a fire type.
Oh no, I mean. My fire type is always predetermined.
You always go Arcanine? Respect?
Always. That is my spirit animal.
Alright, respect. He's my favorite fire type, but I mean, I'll
look at this guy. He knows what's up.
Oh, you know what I have been doing lately?
What?
Oop, 1 second. Shit's happening.
Do the thing. Do a flip. And Nidorina, you are out of here. One thing I must admit I don't like about this game is I cannot name my Pokemon when I first get them. I think there's a name change, of course, but it's kind of annoying. But it's cool. It's cool. I definitely go to this fucking Pokemon Center right now.
Mysterious man is beckoning a prince into a cave. You hurt? Let's go.
Let's do the thing. Ooh, the time change and the weather change is kind of dope. Because it just became evening. Good evening. Where the fuck is the Pokemon Center? There it is. You gonna let my Ghastly catch cold out in the fucking rain? How dare you be so far away from where I need you?
For those of us just joining, that's my dog sleeping. She's dope. She did have her head a little more in it, but she moved. Just to frame her in the camera right. Ridiculous.
The Doge. So yeah, if I definitely forgot to let you guys know, last time your boy got his holy whoa. All right, well, that was cool. So I just opened up my trainer card. And I was trying to tell the people that when I left off last time, I only had one badge, but then off camera I got another badge, and I opened this shit, and there are like 4 rows of badges, 4 rows of 8. That's kind of wild. I was like, I wonder if this game is gonna let me, go to Kanto or go to Johto and get a crystal experience. They're like, yeah, you definitely gonna get that, and then some. It's kind of wild.
All right, you potch-finded fuck knuckle.
Yeah. Catch a cute Clefairy. Oh.
Right now, a little upset. I don't know what's going on.
But you can't get in the Cave of Wonders.
I got in the Cave of Wonders. Oh, yeah.
Make sure to grab the first lamp you see. Oh, shit. Oh man.
I got a duel coming up. These are rare. They're like one-on-one fights. I have to read what they say and kind of responding in the right way, or I get the shit kicked out of me. And I just save state right here so that I can come back to it should she whip the shit out of me. And y'all might see me get the shit kicked out of me quite a few number of times. So
you got to go dig those holes. Something out the tree.
I will kick you in your titty balls, bitch. You wanted this fight, so whatever happens, happens. All right. I kick a titty. Titty
balls will always be funny because of Dave Chappelle.
I'm saying, right?
Always and forever.
Oh, I picked the wrong damn thing right off the bat.
This dude's fucking shit. The whip of doom.
Kapow! Oh, I did get it. Oh no, that was a face kick.
That whip was doing work. Oh shit. He parried the fuck out of that. That was crazy.
Am I just fucking this all up? Yep. She is giving me all the business. I ain't even.
Yo, this staff. Alright.
Pow!
Number 5. We're making our way past the bridge, y'all. Mankey.
Pop! Yeah.
Slapping him in the face. Gymnastics.
Yeah, there we go. Come on. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years, putting suckers in fear. Nope. Woo! Bruce Lee style. Y'all see that shit?
Out here doing the whoa. That's crazy.
Pop, pop.
This fucking Mankey randomly had pursuit right when I'm trying to train my Ghastly. I was like, he's not gonna be able to hit me with those fighting moves.
Oh like, no! They got something for you.
It was ready.
See, I let you feel good so you could feel good in the first half, and then I came by with that. All right, you don't know about that.
Is real.
All right,
swagger.
Hey, I'm glad the camera can't see me because I'm gyrating and parts of me are still moving after I stopped. Oh shit! That reminds me, you got to keep track of how long. Oh, I can. All right. In a half an hour, I got to do my temp check.
Oh shit!
Every time I stream, no matter what.
Do it. Damn, he's getting a lot of fucking moves. This Noctowl about to be beastly. I'm getting extra sensory already. Definitely getting rid of fucking confusion for extra sensory. I did my best. It wasn't good enough, motherfucker. Ah ha ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh god. To this day, that laugh will forever be legendary.
Dude, it's because they did a whole episode with
episode.
just that sound effect.
It's kind of crazy.
Like, and they did a whole episode where all Dexter said was omelette du fromage.
The whole episode, bro. They were dedicated to trolling us.
I love that self-destruct sequence in 5.
Omelette du fromage.
That was so great.
You watched a movie, right?
I don't. Maybe. I mean,
you might have to log off your stream and go to bed because what the fuck, Vallen? That movie was.
The reason I say maybe is because it's hard to remember.
The one where he had his future selves and he was fighting Mandark's future selves.
Oh yeah, I remember more Mandark's lanky ass than yeah.
And Dexter had like an old man version, like a buff, bald version for some reason.
Yeah, I remember.
It's so fucking great. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, man, Cartoon Network back in the day was doing numbers. I don't know if it's recency biased for me back in the day, but I definitely like old Cartoon Network. Oh, fucking Team Rocket. Oh, he actually gave me a nugget. By the way, I would like to join Team Rocket. I wish I could say yes right here. Like, if they asked me to join Team Rocket and that just changed the whole trajectory of the game, that'd be fucking wild.
They're like, all right, you still got to get badges as normal. Nobody can know. But you have, like, certain things to do. You'll be met with a mission and certain probably fucked up ass shit. And at the end of the game, you realize you're, like, contributing to, like, some horrible shit. Like, I was going to say, like, puppy dog mills or, like animal fighting, but it's already Pokemon. Like just worse shit that you could, like, just torture for fun kind of deals.
Yeah, that should make it should. I remember this one movie. I think it was called 13 Calls or 13. It was 13 something, and the dude got a call because he was like swimming in debt or whatever. And he got a call from this random number, and he was like, "Hey, if you squish this fly that's flying around you right now, you get $1,000." So it was like, one, how the fuck you know there's a fly flying around me, and two, okay. And then he did it, and then he got $1,000, and then it just kept asking him to do shit, and of course it got more and more fucked up the more he went on, and it was like, the more money you got. So it would be like that, but for Pokemon, where it's like, all right, they ask you to do little stuff, they build you up to the big stuff, and you can hop off the Team Rocket train at any point by like battling a strong person. But if you continue just to be an asshole to like the end of the game, you can have like a big redemption arc because you've contributed to so much destruction and mayhem.
Nah, fuck that. You don't get redemption. You gotta fight the main character with level 100.
That's what I mean. Like you like the more you add to the like the fuck shit that you do, the harder it is for you to like get off. So like if you lose, you have to stay in Team Rocket. So like if you get to like the final dude and he has level 100 Pokemon, you're just gonna like go to jail or some shit. I don't know, some kind of grand ending where it like sets you back and you have to kind of like not start over, but like you have to do extra shit. So basically, it makes it to where it's like crime pays at the end of the day. Like you can't fight the Elite Four or something unless you beat the level 100 dude.
No shit, fuck Knuckles.
Something bad happened.
I just remembered something I read.
You cut off hard. You still there?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Just I fucked up a little bad. It's alright. It happens.
Probably during my long.
Yes, la vive, as the kids say.
Probably during my long explanation about my fantasy story. My bad.
No, man, you were having a good time. You're on to it. That's the whole point of this, man. We vibing.
Factual.
Wherever you're at, that's where I'm at. That's how it works, man.
You're Zin Headbutter. This Noctowl about to be beastin'. Got that coverage for that ass.
Oh Oh shit, that's what I didn't do today. I got sidetracked. I meant to tell Otaket about Tuesday.
Oh, she was gonna be in that thing too. Nice.
Yep. I always like one thing I've noticed about the last, I think all but one of the reveries is that they're complete fucking sausage fun.
Oh, factual. They talk about it a couple times, but they never remedy the situation.
Like, it's because they don't. It's honestly, it's because they. It's. This isn't meant as a downer. This is all of the reveries. Everyone's listening. But it's just it's a boys club. It's boys hanging out with their boys doing their boy ass shit. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not boy in a derogatory way. It's just like we're all. It's just our shonen shit. Like,
yeah, that's just how it goes, man. That is just how it goes. Get my war turtle up because for some reason he's still level 19.
Damn, we need a Blastoise or you ain't shit.
That might be facts.
You
I'm
don't
not
want to
losing to this
shit.
fucking Pidgey. Yeah, being shit is not fun. Being not shit. Headbutt a dude, this nigga. What the hell is that? Oh. There's just random niggas running around in this shit, so sometimes just people run by the screen. I'm like, yo, what is happening? Way more active Pokemon experience than I thought it was.
That's not what I was expecting. I'm not complaining. I'm just.
What the fuck, man? Definitely need some more potions. God damn. I ain't got. Well, I got the cash, just not a lot of that. Not a lot of scratch.
I'm gonna fight this bitch again, and then I'm back out. I gotta get items. Because physical attacks don't work on the enemy, and because I was just dumb.
Oh yeah, I was at Vuck today, and pleasant little surprise. I found it was funny. I found out that one of the guys I work with was really cool, super into Spider-Man, which I respect.
Nice.
Knows a little bit about One Piece because I like gave him my phone because it was like we was talking all day. I was like, hey man, we gotta hang out sometime. And then my phone background is Sanji. He was like, oh shit, is that Sanji? I'm like, this nigga like just get all the cool points in the world. And it was funny because it was his very last day of working there. So as soon as I found someone cool, I had to leave.
Well, I mean,
sadness.
It's better to. Yeah, I think it's better to just find somebody at all.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's definitely a silver lining. I'm not complaining. It was just like we could have been cool at work, and
oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, which is always fun because work sucks most of the time, and talking about anime usually relieves that.
Oh, and I beat this bitch.
Nice. This is very cool systems in this game. I kind of like it. I'm watching you and your whip get hit in the face with this nigga's staff, or is that you fighting with the staff?
Yeah, I'm the dude with the staff.
Oh, for some reason I kept seeing Vallen over the girl with the whip.
It's fine. It doesn't super matter. But yeah, I'm the dude.
Oh, okay, so I was like, yo, Vallen was whooping ass with that whip.
Well, yes, I was getting my ass whooped. Notice.
I don't know. I thought you were whipping ass. I thought you were the one with the whip. So
yeah,
like,
no.
oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying now in actuality, you realize I was getting my ass whooped.
It's all bad, but you made it out.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Is right. It is right. Ugh. Ugh. It's funny I have a ghastly because I remember back in the day with me and my boy Dirty J used to play Pokemans all the time, and he was the ghastly fanatic, and I always was the Alakazam guy. And at that time, Alakazam had a little bit more speed than Ghastly, so I always outspeed him. And
oh, you mean Abra? rather Kadabra, or did you actually have the?
No, yeah, I actually had a Alakazam because we played together, so we would just trade Alakazam and Hunter, or Kadabra and Hunter, to get the Pokemon we needed since they're both traded. Don't need to be traded.
I always considered like if there's Mew and Mewtwo, Alakazam was like Mew 1.5. It was just about Mewtwo.
Right. He was fucking ridiculous. Extreme speed, crazy special attack. It was wonderful.
And in the first games, special attack and special defense were tied.
Mm-hmm.
And speed was also like it was just the most broken thing.
It was annoying. Like the early Pokemon, like your some moves, like some types of moves, only did a specific type of damage.
Yep.
It's kind of, and for some reason, I don't know if I was misinformed, but I swear Ghost was physical for some reason at one point.
I think you might be right.
It was just like, yo, why is Shadow Ball not destroying these niggas?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. All right, I'm gonna save right here. All right, legit save. I beat that woman up. You can't even tell me I didn't, Jesus.
Big hands vallen.
Right. She wasn't ready. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Javon Davis, what's happening? Sorry I missed you just a second ago. I didn't have my phone. I wasn't looking down. Had to keep this bitch up.
Niggas in the chat.
My widget ain't working right. I gotta figure that shit out.
No, you don't have a
call it what it was.
And you're using Streamlabs, right?
Yeah.
I
couldn't.
You know, there's a live tab you can open up, like that pops up on the side.
Yeah, no, I was trying to get it, and it wasn't. I mean that.
Like
that doesn't work either. That goes straight to Twitch. The stream chat, like both of them do. It's ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, I can help you afterwards because I think you have to log in with it.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, I'm logged in with YouTube right now.
Okay. I don't know who this is, but anyway, I need to go buy some shit.
He's a hiker, so he probably has rock. Ghastly, you just gonna have to train some other time because these niggas are beastly.
But yeah, oh my god, dude, this last chapter was so fucking. Like, I know people don't like it because, like, all the other stuff, but it's low key explains so much in the future, like, including the Nekomamushi rival. People are so insistent on seeing that as like, oh, one of them's a traitor now, but like, it's really the start of the schism in their relationship. Why one has the day and night.
I'm gonna go ahead and shout out my boy Nonsense Nap real quick because everyone's kind of hopping on the Inu or Neku being the traitor, but my nigga been on Inu's ass since the beginning, saying he was the traitor. Got a couple videos out, go check him out. But as for me, I feel like it's a little bit of a classic ode of misdirection. So the more he pushes someone being the traitor, you got to look at everyone else and not that person, which also could be a double fake, so you got to watch out for that. So that's always fun.
Yeah, it always reminds me of this thing I said, fucking wizard when I said it, but he asked me what I wanted out of Wano. The correct answer is I want to be wrong. Like, I want to think something or be led to something and be so sure that I'm right and have all my expectations circumvented in a way that even if I don't like it, I'm surprised by it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't have to like everything for the overall story to be good. I don't use the ass corner of my blanket, but I still would like it to be there. You know what I mean? Like, not every part of something is the most amazing part, but it makes up a good whole. Like, and we all like holes, don't we? Hey.
Facts.
Sorry.
Big facts. Well, of course, usually when I first read the chapter, me being the pluggy.
Exactly. Javon Davis in a chat, shout out. He's like, people don't get it. That the thing about Denjiro is that he swallowed his pride for the sake of the future. Like, he didn't fight in that 20-year plan all that time ago. He couldn't have. He wouldn't be in the position that he is. He waited for the right time, even though Ashura Doji wouldn't allow it. You know what I mean? Even though he lost faith, oh my God, the implications of this are so deep, son. All right, hear me out. Hear me out. I'm gonna need to find this and clip this and make a video, or whatever. But like the implications of this are so fucking deep, because there was a big battle, not 20 years ago, like 10 years ago, where all the people got captured, killed, or caught. You know what I mean?
Right.
And all that's left is really with the mountain bandits with Ashura Doji. Denjiro couldn't have played an active, like, visible part in that at the time, or he wouldn't be in the position he's still in. Meaning he still has faith in what Oda and Toki said about the 20-year plan, and never that faith. Like, even when these motherfuckers went to war, like, around him, he kept that faith. That is real gangsta ass shit right there. That is loyalty like you can't believe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I don't think people are having problem with because I want to give my nigga Black some credit, but at the same time, this was one of those things. It wasn't a 200 IQ guess to say that Denjiro was Kyoshiro.
No. Everybody was saying it. Like, it's not the worst. There's a lot of parallels. Like, people did that shit on purpose.
Oh yeah.
Like,
but I was saying.
Shout outs to Otaka. It was like the second she's been on that grind for a while too. Like,
yeah, definitely. She was
one
on
of the
it.
OGs in that. Yeah,
she definitely earned her merit with that one. But what I was trying to say with that, as far as them calling and everything, I don't think people's having problems with the Mag Daddy implications of him being Denjiro. It was just the timing of it all, really. Okay, so what do you think about, like, them revealing it now instead of him doing it, like, in front of Zoro during a super critical moment, even though we might have, like, guessed it, or everyone's kind of like, and it taken away from, like, the mystery of Kyoshiro and who he could possibly be?
Oh, you think the exposition on him came in too big a look? Was no grand reveal, it was just a reveal.
Yeah, it was kind of like
well, that's the issue.
Tying
you
up
think
loose
you can
ends
do better,
without, like,
you know what, in
narrative.
this case you're probably right. Like, it would have been way better than clashing and they somehow find out when Zoro protects Horikoshi or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I would much rather find it out that way.
Yeah. So I think that's what everyone was kind of like.
The lump exposition. I think I saw on Twitter somebody said that it was like because Oda got sick and just needed to do something.
That's why.
And I'm like, you know what?
But
we have all been there. All right, so I ain't gonna fault the man.
Yeah, but he doesn't write like the chapter every week. Like, he's like 3 or 4 chapters ahead. So wasn't this already planned to fall this way, whether he was sick or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he got sick for 1 week, he already had 3 chapters planned, so he could have been sick for 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
No, you're not wrong. That's fair. Yeah. Real quick, JD in the chat.
J Dizzle.
He just said, "Oh, not that one. Sorry. Actually, that's fair."
Oh, okay.
Javon Davis. I just used initials. Not all right. Fair enough.
You're still special to me, Jay.
Oh, my girl waking up. You gonna show your butt to the camera? Is that what you're gonna do?
Butt cheeks.
Oh, it's my girl.
He's a doggy.
He's such a pretty. Oh, look at you. Getting right on camera for Papa.
Oh, that's 19. I was like, yo, is this still a 14-meter ring giving me the hands right now? But he's close and level with me, so.
I gotta check these drain lightning.
Wow, this motherfucker Gyarados real fast for the one time.
Oh, sorry, I was saying something. I tried to watch the MHA stream, Aniki, but when they brought up how the current arc of MHA should be, and how Marine for his poor writing he had to dip. Like, what did OP do to these men? And no, see, that's the thing. Like, the reveries are always gonna have downtimes. You can't have a 6-hour stream of everybody at 10. It would get too hectic and too crazy. And sometimes there's got to be so that there can be a little more hype. So that's, yeah, like it was a 6-hour stream. I wouldn't say 2 hours wasted.
Okay, I'm confused. What are you talking about?
Oh, somebody in the stream, they're talking about the reverie and that it like wasted 2 hours.
Talking about what?
The reverie.
No, I'm saying like the reverie. Yeah, and they wasted 2 hours. But what were they talking about in those 2 hours?
Yeah, he hasn't gotten into any specifics. Just that he feels a particular way.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not trying to tell anybody how to feel. You know what I mean? I firmly believe that people feel what they feel. I can't help that any more than I can help anything you do. Really.
I don't know, man. Seems like there's a pattern going on with people you dig. Just niggas angry about something.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, because he said, was there even one good discussion? Because I'm looking in the chat now. I'm just like, bro, huh? It felt forgettable. This guy.
I mean, come on, napping Virgo? Are you out of your?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I don't know if he's just
the
hating.
Sleeping Silhouette. Come on.
It was a good discussion. They even brought
the
up the
drooling hour boy. Are you kidding me?
They even brought up the
drool, brother. Come on, son.
They even brought
that shit
up
was
the
hilarious. And it showed in that moment. And sorry, this is something I'm going to talk about Tuesday when I do the review of it. But everybody showed their true colors in that moment. And Tekking is such a good fucking person. It makes me sick. He was just like, come on, everybody's got reasons. Maybe he was that. Everybody jumped on sleeping, napping prototype. And
I'm gonna go ahead and throw a wrench up in that. Tekking did not know that Virgo was already off today, and he told everyone. Virgo already told everyone that he communicated with that he was.
Oh, I know there's a lot he didn't know. Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that's the first place he went. A lot of people would have just still jumped on to jump on.
That's fair.
So and even after that, he was like, "Oh, well, all right. He's had it, guys. Like he gets it. He's sleeping. Let's move on." You know, like he's a good dude, solid guy. I want to put that out. Roger was pretty quiet around then too. He was laughing. Don't get me wrong. It was funny.
Yeah.
But like he wasn't as bad as I know. I went in immediately. I was the first person with a meme up.
Yikes. Napping Virgo. But yeah, there was they even talked about the Ace novel that came out and had dropped a whole bunch of information. There were a lot of good segments. I wouldn't say that it was forgettable or that they didn't have any good discussions. I'm not saying
there was a bit much power scaling for a reverie. That's a fair critique.
I feel it,
because reveries should be, I don't want to say like above that, but power scaling happens in every other stream anyway. Reverie should be something, you know what I mean? But it's also fucking nigh on impossible to avoid.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of tough when you're in a battle shonen manga to talk about
exactly, you know what I mean, like
other things. But there were other things discussed. I just don't think that it was like the main focus of a lot of people. Should it be? Maybe.
The Zoro swallow.
Maybe.
I actually don't know that made a manga. I'll have to check that out. Whether it's decent, and honestly, whether it's decent or not,
a decent discussion.
Irrelevant.
A discussion, not a manga.
Vallen.
Vallen. A discussion, not a manga. You meant to say.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
Man, I don't know if he came in and just like shut shit down with what he was saying, but
he was there. Like he I don't want to say he didn't, because I don't feel like that's fair to him, because he was there and he was patient.
Yeah,
but he wasn't.
Yeah, he usually comes in and like
he's used to this level of hockey, and plus, I want to say weren't Moj and Ty in at the same time. There's very few people who are ready for Ty.
Oh yeah. But he's
You know what I mean?
he's been in streams before and held his own with Ty.
Oh, nice.
I would say that out of all the people that kind of didn't know how to read the room to the to the best of their abilities, I would say Ty was like on his regular Ty shit. The person I was like, bro, just kind of dial it back a little was Virgo. To be honest, not to talk shit about Virgo, but his timing is just. I noticed little shit about that.
He woke up to every. See, I
even before that, he was like jumping in at the wrong times. Like I was trying to hear points from someone else, and then his just super loud voice comes in, and then he says something, and it would be fair if he was talking about something important, but he was just memeing, and I was like, well, there goes that train of thought that I'll never get back.
No, I definitely get that. That's fair. There were.
And to be fair, other people did it, but I would say, you know what I'm saying? I hope, you know, if I was to get in the big stream one day, I can like kind of pick my spots the right way. It's definitely not an easy thing.
Yeah, like there's definitely, I feel like people who were there just to be there for a little while, like that didn't contribute as much as I feel somebody in such a coveted shot should. But that's just an outside perspective. It's also could just be them being respectful and letting other people like speak and not trying to speak over them and things like that. There's always something you can critique from the outside that is different from the other angle. So I try not to get too deep into that.
Yeah, I feel it. It's not like we don't have valid opinions on it from a viewer perspective because it is for the viewers.
And I'm saying just like there, I think wasn't no there wasn't, but around the third reverie, I came up with like my own rule. Like if I ever get a fucking reverie of my own,
right?
If you don't talk for a half an hour, can you please give your spot to somebody else? Right. You know what I mean? Like I think that's more than fair. You know what I mean? That's like a sixth of the time.
There's a lot of people vying for that spot, and there's a lot of discussion to be had. I really wanted O'Hara to talk more because I really dig his content and his Wana reports, him and Morge going in talking about. I feel like that's more of the space that you kind of want whenever we're talking about One Piece because they don't power scale as much or at all, and that's more your speed. I'm the power scaling nerd. So that doesn't bother me that much.
Power scaling, it's fun, but in something like this, it's so subjective. All right, 1 second, be right back.
Yeah, Jason, I would say the power levels were definitely going crazy for a minute there. I mean, it can be a buzzkill if the power, because power scaling done right can lead to very interesting conversations. Like it doesn't always have to just be who can beat up who the hardest, because sometimes whoever's stronger, that could lead into story elements. Like, all right, he's stronger, but why is he stronger? And like what makes him stronger, and is what's gonna make him stronger gonna add to the story or gonna take away from the story or push the story in a different direction. Like Sanji getting his power, so Sanji using his raid suit ties into Sanji's whole dichotomy with his family and whether he should let his family stop his growth as a person. You know what I'm saying? Because if he didn't use the raid suit, maybe Page One would have recognized him earlier, or maybe someone would have came along and be like, oh shit, it's fucking Sanji, or Drake would have showed up. So it can be like, you can use power scaling as a tool. Like if you let it dominate the conversation, yeah, it could suck, but if you know how to actually have a legitimate One Piece conversation, have a little bit of power scaling, and then have a little bit of story talk, then it could I think it could work out good.
Sorry, I'm preaching to what he said. It's OP fights are mid, but that's literally all they.
So what you're saying is you're completely ignoring what I was saying to read the chat. Yes. I get you. It happens more than I would care to say. It's all good because he is preaching.
No, and I mean you weren't wrong either. Just like you're pretty much like outlining one of my reasons for like that I don't like power scaling, and why it should be something like fucking like a 60-year-old wine or some shit, like something you have on occasion for like special purposes, just not for everyday motherfucker.
I honestly don't think you could pull a lot of what you want about One Piece out as much as you, I guess, would like, because I really don't see a whole bunch of streams going where it's just talking about the story elements of the story, like.
Well, no. You can talk about the fights. It's the power scaling and the comparative, and then the opinion and the bias, and that's the part that gets to me. Like and it's the fact that people will stand by a joke just to do it, and then argue it, and then argue it, and then believe it, and then argue it, and then believe it harder.
Yeah, that's fair. You gotta,
like Sanji. Let me stop.
I'm gonna say just Sanji as a character.
No, but honestly, like the Zoro and Sanji fans who go way too.
Oh yeah, I feel. Well, hello, you still there? Did I press something? Vallen, you still there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm right here.
Yeah, my bad. I thought I hit a button and it went off. But yeah, I feel like that's a meta thing though. Like it's just been building up in the community, and yeah, it leaks over to where it probably shouldn't. But at this point, it's just like two brothers fighting over like something that's arbitrary, just to do it because they're there and they're brothers and that's what they do.
Fair.
But it's definitely, if you just let it dominate a whole stream or something, it could be dumb, because Zoro versus Sanji definitely should not be a topic for as much as it is, but it'd be like that.
There's growth in division is what it comes down to. Like, the more people are on one side, the more people you can like get. Like, it's just the way it works out. Like, the more people are on your side are likely to subscribe to your channel, likely to comment on your tweets and things like that. It makes sense.
It definitely does. And then there's people that actually like these characters for legitimate reasons, and then they get mixed up with the people who just kind of want to create discourse. It's kind of annoying,
right?
Because it was crazy, because my personal journey with Sanji was like great, like just
he said Zoro fans only.
Factual.
Oh wow.
I ain't afraid to say I put Whole Cake Island above Water 7 and Marineford. That is kind of wild.
Oh wow, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
you're allowed to feel how you feel, baby. Don't let anybody ever tell you differently.
But you definitely gonna have to explain yourself.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I feel like that's a long explanation, or maybe he just like really likes the flow. He could get the vibe of it. Whatever. 1,000 reasons.
So okay, I'm gonna take a stab at it. You read Marineford maybe in like a catch up, like maybe it wasn't week to week for you, or maybe Whole Cake, because I want to say Whole Cake. Like were you watching? I mean, were you reading Whole Cake week to week and enjoyed all the cliffhangers with Big Mom about to catch the ship?
True.
Because I don't know how you can say week to week, or maybe you went back and now that you were able to like somehow digest it as a whole, you were able to appreciate it more. I would say Whole Cake week to week was way tougher to get through than Marineford or Water 7. Oh, my boy OG in the chat. That's facts. I don't understand a lot of hate some characters get. Well, first off, OG, I'm glad you stopped by. And once again, like we were talking about yesterday, there's that one random person in the chat that just won't reveal themselves. I'm being stalked again, so
hey,
we're doing this song and dance again.
Stalked, baby. And just me, like I told them, they're not here for you. They're here for your voice.
That's
sultry
true.
Baritones, motherfucker.
These are the facts. But yeah, man, Whole Cake Island over Marineford and Water 7, like maybe Marineford somehow, but Water 7, because that wasn't about punchy and explosions. That was a beautifully told story.
Yeah, that's one of those stories where Sanji really shows what he's supposed to do, and people, I feel like they ignore his role, the things he's best at, in favor of saying that he's so much stronger.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, you don't need to be like super strong to be incredibly fucking effective. Like, an assassin won't beat a berserker one-on-one, but that doesn't mean it's not fucking useful.
Exactly. And it's like Blackbeard is kind of like letting us know that that's how he plans on winning in the end of the day, by having someone that can go invisible, by having someone that can shapeshift, by having, all these different people that could do all these espionage under the table things and not necessarily destroy an island. Because it's like, destroying an island has its place and being invisible has its place, But people want to see buildings get cut in half, so it's just like
Moreoverly, this is the thing that I like best about One Piece's crew, is he's giving them abilities based on what he. So,
based on what he what?
Most people with devil fruits are a lot like Luffy. They're not so much like Sabo and Blackbeard, where they got to pick and choose what fruit they wanted. They're more like Ace. They're fucking in a shit situation. They find a piece of fruit, they eat it. All of a sudden, life turns different. You know what I mean? Like, but Blackbeard is flipping the script. He's giving already like competent combatants fruits to augment their skills intentionally. Not only their skills, but knowing Blackbeard, probably their mentality and their inclinations as well.
You know what's funny about that? Oh wait, no, I think it was Frankie. But didn't Luffy offer Zoro the Mera no Mi, or was that Frankie? I think it was Zoro.
Actually remember. I want to.
It was in Dressrosa, and I was like, "Huh, if we win the fruit, do you want a Zoro?" And I think Zoro was like, "No, I like the ability to swim." I think he said something like that.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah, and then Luffy, and then
was it Usopp?
No, I swear it was Zoro for some reason.
Right.
But yeah, and now
Sanji,
Zoro
from a SP0, I'll accept that.
What happened from SP0?
I was joking, like, because you never want to give Zoro.
Oh,
like,
definitely not. Definitely not. Give him nothing. Give him no quarter. But yeah, thank you, JD and Valence chat, because he just helped me jog my memory. So yeah, it was definitely Zoro. And now Zoro wants to learn how to cut fire from Kinemon. And we just saw that Kinemon in the last chapter can cut and make fire, not just cut fire that's already there. Oh shit.
Yeah. Let me find out he's gonna do Sanji better than Sanji.
Bro. Terrible.
Oh my god. Sanji's gonna do some flambe shit. So it's gonna be like, that's nice. But check out what I learned. It's gonna be some whole fucking dragon.
Oh my god. Yo man. He merely adopted the flames. He wasn't born, and it's oh shit, OG said it was Frankie. So we got a little discourse here. So was it Frankie or Zoro? Because I for real thought it was Frankie for like a second, but I swear Zoro said something about it. Well, actually, no. I think Zoro at one point said something in the conversation. Like they was having a conversation about having a devil fruit. But it may not have been the Mera no Mi. And Zoro was like, I want to swim. But shit, it might have been Frankie. I prefer Sanji over Zoro any day. The way Sanji carries himself is always a treat. Factual. Big facts.
What can I say? I respect the way the man dresses.
Yeah, man. He's out here. He's good. Oh, yeah. My journey with Sanji. I forgot to just throw this in there. So, when I first saw Sanji, I thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Extra suave dude. He was a chef. At that time, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't into cooking because I saw it way back in the day. But I always thought, cooking was cool. And then I ended up going to the military and actually becoming a chef. So it was just like, that made me like him even more. And I always liked fire powers, but he didn't have it at the time. So it's like, I kind of picked the one character that would have fire. And then it was like, okay, this works out. He likes to cook. I like cooking. He has fire moves. I always love fire. And he just kept getting more and more stuff. And I like technological augmentation to like characters in manga. And he got the fucking raid suit. I'm like, yo, they just keep doubling down on Sanji like it was meant to be. And I was just like, and then I got into the trees, and he's always, what I'm saying, he always got a fat blunt with him. So I'm just like, yo, this is amazing. This is amazing. He just won't stop impressing me. Thank you,
Okay,
Sanjay.
okay. I'm gonna have to pause.
What?
If anything, he's got a mid joint, but he's always got a cigarette. All right.
He has a
Smoker's got a
mid
fat
joint.
blunt.
That is true.
Crocodile's got a fat blunt. Actually, Smoker's got 2 or 3 fat blunts.
Yeah,
6 to 12
facts.
of them bitches on him.
At all times. At all times.
Crocodile's got a fat blunt. Like in the world of like people smoking a one piece, my man's over here with a twig. Like, let's be real about that.
Oh, okay. He hand rolls them on the shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
got his own set of skills, you know?
Yeah, he likes to be low key. He doesn't want his mouth to be half open at all times, like Smoker. So
exactly. No, and that's fine. He can't. You can't do that with cooking. You'll drool and shit. I get it.
Right,
I'm not mad about it. But my whole thing in this community is I'm gonna not let people get too rampant.
I feel it. I feel it.
You know what I mean? Like when you said he's a master, I'm like, no, he's just really, really.
Here
dope.
he go, people. Look at this man.
I'm saying, I believe that. You cannot tell me. I'm sorry. But that was just an example. That's where I'm gonna be.
Sabo just got the fruit. How can he be a master of fire when he hasn't mastered the fruit?
Okay, fine. Ace. Well, I'll use Ace. He does it. Fucking Kinemon. He does the same amount of fire shit that Sanji does. Is he a master of fire?
Kinemon, he cuts fire, and he just now did it. Just
in
now.
The past.
Oh, here this dude go. Can he cloak Watatsume? Can he cloak Watatsume in fire? Yo, this cat is a fucking asshole. Wow.
We honestly don't know.
Get the fuck out of the way. Yes.
He would just cut through him. It's a different kind of action.
That's right. It's mostly the blade and not the flames. Oh, well, speaking of which,
you can cut somebody with fire too. It's a different action. The fire is more focused. He intentionally wanted to engulf him, as opposed to honing the fire to the edge of a blade. You know what I mean? Rather than the blunt of a foot.
Speaking of the blunt of a foot, so I'm gonna run a theory by you.
Oh, let's hear it. I love it.
So you know how my man Luffy is he's learning now in a way, because it's not with a sword, but in a way what Zoro learned back in Alabasta.
Yeah,
the whole
gotcha.
Fucking Jesus. Whatever. Fucking exo hockey. So he was, he learned that now. But he skipped a step. He did not learn what Hyogoro was trying to teach him, right?
Uh-huh.
So what if Sanji picks that up? And remember how Rayleigh was using it at the time when he showed him how to fucking trampoline an elephant, up off you. And he used the little, barrier disc thing. What if, Sanji uses it with his kicks, now giving him a wider, attack area besides his foot to be able to, use it? Because the barrier hockey is kind of perfect for Sanji, the White Knight, who tries to protect people. And if you remember how it was used in Marineford, it was used as a shield. And Zoro's obviously the sword, and Sanji's kind of the shield. But you can use that shield in an attack, kind of way. And Sanji's already a blunt force user. So what better?
Well, I mean, yeah, because he needs, and this isn't meant to be dissing him at all, but he really needs more in his repertoire than a fancy French dynamic entry. Let's just
dynamic entry. Oh yeah, definitely. And this is why the theory exists, so he can get more shine at the end of the day.
That's my dude. I've always liked Sanji. I like him with that shitty New York accent so fucking much.
Oh my god, it was pretty terrible. It was pretty terrible.
Yo guys, hey, get a bow, no doubt, bow.
Hey, yo, Luffy.
It was John Leguizamo making fun of Italians, is what it was.
All bad. It's all bad. I hope it never returns ever again.
I want it, dude. I want it so bad. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm here for that nonsense.
Out of here. But yeah, man. What do you think of my little theory? He finally gets a form of arm and hockey that we can see.
Because he needs something to put him. I don't see. This is the thing. Mm-hmm. He's not. all right, this is people aren't gonna like this, and I know you won't. He's not a combatant the way Zoro.
Of course not.
And people like to compare them like they're apples to apples, but they're not. Like that's why their power ups are so different. One makes them go invisible, so that he can perv on women because he's a sexual predator, and the other one gets a sword that cuts him out.
It also makes him a lot faster. What the fuck?
Yeah,
it gives him more
faster,
mobility.
more durable. That's true.
This
That's
nigga, Aiden, he named one thing. I hate you.
It turns so he can. It turns him basically into the alternate sexual predator. It makes him faster to chase them, more durable when they try to stop him. It's really what he's been waiting for all of his life, and invisible, so they can never see him coming.
Yo, Javon Davis, can you kick Valley? I mean, I'm about to say my whole name. Fucking Vallen out the stream and just take over because he's wilding right now. He is wilding.
No, also, half of it is I just like fucking with my homies and the things like I wouldn't like subscribe to any of this shit. You know that. It's just it's fun to mess with your friends.
Actual. Yeah, that was my little take on that. I think it would be great. The Zoro and Luffy's the one destroying motherfuckers from the inside out, and Sanji's protecting the crew and the women and adding a lot more force and a lot more range to his attacks. Because maybe
he definitely. I think he for sure needs something more projectile because that speed blitz shit is okay, but it only works if you have the absolute element of surprise, which I mean helps if you're invisible.
Definitely.
But like observation, we don't know the effect that observation hockey has on. You know what I mean?
If your exo hockey thing applies also to the barrier hockey, if he can somehow project it off his body and like do like a flame kick and combine his fire with hockey and like shoot out like a disc of flames, that'd be kind of amazing. I'd be about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can like send it.
Platter type kick.
Yo, that's actually perfect. A waiter throwing fucking a platter at you.
He does have a food thing, and it just makes sense.
Hot plates, man.
Like the platter, and he'd have like.
It'd be like an oven, like a stove top or something.
Yeah.
Fucking so sweet. Yeah. I really hope Oda goes that way with it.
You know what I've been wanting him to do? Because I feel like it would absolutely turn into a fair projectile. Is combine Skywalk with his flaming foot to create more of like a jet propulsion or like
just like a flame burst or something like that.
Yeah,
just
or a quick like fire shot type deal.
Yeah.
But, here we are with none of that.
With not a single piece. Yeah, man.
Dude,
I feel
give me Sanji's powers. I'll show you some shit.
Oh yeah, definitely training like a motherfucker.
Dude, me and my buddy were talking. We were like, man, if half of the shit I saw in anime was possible, like, you know, lightning and fire and laser beams and shit like that, he's like, I would dedicate my life so hard.
Big facts.
Like, I wouldn't even care.
Ooh, research book. So the last time I played this, it took me forever to find it, but I have random photokinetic memory sometimes, and I just remember where shit is. And I think it's under the pillow, and here it was, under his pillow. Yeah, boy. Remembering stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. I ain't played this shit in a minute.
Wonderful thing.
Oh yeah, random selective memory. If only I could use it for good. For good. OG, you still in the chat? I just gotta make sure, man, because you know that stalker be there. Ooh, got the SS and tickets. That's what I'm talking about. My boy Bill handing out that paperwork. Random Mew here, but it ran away before I can get in my Pokedex. So they're just fucking teasing me. Terrible. Terrible. Oh, they was talking about, well, I donated during, my boy OG still here, cool.
Nice.
So one of my donations was about Kaido, you know, asking or trying to see if they was going to start the conversation about Kaido being in hybrid form all the time. And it's less of a popular theory than I thought, which kind of makes me happy because if I end up being right, there's documented proof during a major event, and I can be one of the few guys to be like, yeah, I definitely called that. So I'm hoping it comes true. But what do you think of it? Because I don't think Oda can be this inconsistent with Kaido's size and all that shit. Or do you think it's just inconsistency?
I don't think it's inconsistent so much as it is scaling for effect. Kind of like the way I don't think it's like Zoro has a Ashura. I think Kaido has this thing that just makes him feel larger than he is when people are around him. Like that's just his presence, because he was gigantic, like absolutely monstrous.
Yeah.
When he like landed in front of Kid.
So you're saying it's a little bit of echo there, but I think it's gone. But so you're saying it's more feasible to think that Oda was trying to sell the moment more than Kaido being like the apex zone user and being able to do what Chopper's been doing since the beginning of the series and augmenting his size for the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I like it. I like it. I think his I almost compared him to Arouge in the sense that like the damage he takes makes him bigger because he was so big when he fell. But I think it just could be inconsistent.
That's actually an interesting theory. I didn't even think about that. But again, I don't know how that would tie into his dragon fruit or why he would randomly have that ability. But it would be interesting as fuck if he just had it just cause. Oh man.
The stronger Kaido got, the baggier his pants became to hide his little crab legs.
that is facts.
Yo, that's savage facts. Those facts are truly savage.
Well, I would say that your theory would hold up, but he did fight Luffy, and Luffy was pounding the shit out of him, and then when he was standing above Luffy, he didn't look that big. And that was like the beginning of the inconsistency problems. Just throwing that out there. But what the fuck was I about to say? One of the reasons I think he's permanently in hybrid form for no reason is that he like all right, so every time that we see him get knocked out of dragon form, he seems super vulnerable in dragon form, and then you know what I'm saying, Kaido doesn't want to lose, or he kind of gets enraged whenever he gets knocked out of his form. So it's like, why would you go to your human form, you know what I'm saying, instead of the strongest form you got? And you know what I'm saying, I don't think Kaido at base form is just knocking out Odin, you know what I'm saying, because it's like with Luffy, you could be like, okay, he wasn't taking him seriously, so like why would he go, you know what I'm saying, hybrid form for Luffy? But he didn't even go hybrid form with Odin, you know what I'm saying. So it was like, and then he had enough strength to knock Odin out. So it was like, if he can just get stronger than that, that'd be kind of crazy, you know what I mean?
That's fair. That would be pretty bonkers, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like he one-shot Odin in base form after getting knocked out of his dragon form. Like, you know. Also,
we can't discount the fact that Kaido is guaranteed to be a whatchamacallit, mastered his own his
oh yeah
fruit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like, if anyone could do it, it'd be him.
Yeah, maybe that's where the flux comes in. Like, he stops the growth a quarter of the way or a half of the way or 80, like Toguro that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like most most hybrid form users, when they unlock hybrid form, it's a hard form to maintain and to fight with, and you use hockey and all your other skills, so you just fuck it 50-50. Like, why do I need to do anything else? But Kaido's like, he's been in it for so long and just been out here wilding and kind of mastering it and learning the different, you know, needs of his, you know, battle, that instead of, you know, doing it 50-50, he just takes all the attributes from the Zoan part of him and just puts it in his human form, making like the ultimate hybrid form. So it's like the only thing he really has is the horns and then like the scales, because Luffy commented on the scales after Kaido went into hybrid form. I mean, well, what I think is hybrid form, but we'll say human form for now. So when he shrunk down, that's when Luffy was like, I got to get through his scales. And it was like, he did a number on him when he was in dragon form. So I don't think those are the scales he's talking about. Like, what if Kaido's scales are like invisible, or he incorporated them into his skin so finely that it looks like skin, but it's still the effects of the dragon scales there. You know what I mean? It's just all these different reasons and justifications I got rattling around.
Yeah, Oda's like refusal to show us how Kaido functions is starting to get slightly annoying.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like Kid too. Not Kid, King. I want to know the real deal about his fucking powers.
Yeah, man. And so so here's kind of where to tie it back in the current chapter and Kyoshiro and napping, like I feel like Oda's definitely saving it, of course, like he does with everything. He's saving that moment to reveal what King can do in a grandiose moment. But if he were to kind of reveal it in some kind of weird flashback, like if Kaido randomly got a flashback before we saw King for some reason, and it was just revealed what he is, it would kind of like, take away from the moment of him, of whatever King is and whatever he can do, and kind of lessen the blow whenever like Zoro fights him, if he does. And it'd be like, okay, we kind of know what he can do. So it's like when he does it, it's like, all right, it's not as impactful. Just like, well, no, I can't say like Katakuri, because we kind of got a build up of what his powers were. Then we got the fight. I guess it would be kind of fleshing out King so we can have more fight instead of explanation about what he can do during the fight. So I guess it wouldn't be that bad. Just argued against myself there, but you got to do it from time to time.
Oh, you always got to do it. I love arguing. Like, people don't get how much I don't like to be right.
Zoro versus Direction is Wano final fight. I'm weak. Okay, my boy OG. Kid 2. What do you mean, Kid? Oh, Kid.
Well, that's not fair. That's a one-sided fight. Zoro doesn't stand a chance.
Not at all. Do you think Zoro's directionless nature is attributed to some kind of outside factor, or is this just a gag quirk that he has?
I don't know, but I think Zoro is somehow related to what's his nuts there, Orochi. Related
by blood or related in some other way?
Yeah, by blood. I think that's why the thing he knows, and like while he's training, the phrase he uses in Top Momonosuke is like so forbidden and people don't do it, is because it used to be what they said or some shit like that.
Well, it wasn't that it was a forbidden word. It was just not appropriate for Momo to use because he was royalty.
Oh, all right. Then maybe okay.
At least that's what I think Otoko said. Or was it Otoko or was it Hiyori?
It was Hiyori who was talking.
Yeah. So it was Hiyori who said that to him. He was like, "No, you can't say that shit. That's what fucking."
That's what those lesser motherfuckers be saying.
Basically. And I just got taken the fuck out, upset. It'd be like that. Because that Bronzong was the one Pokemon that I did not need to go up against. I had no dark moves, no fire moves.
Like sometimes you gotta be ready for some of them shits, especially in that game. Them steel types, you gotta be ready.
Yeah, I didn't have anything for it. I don't have a fighting, fire, earth. I don't have any move like that. It's kind of crazy now I think about it. Oh, to go Pokemon.
You would think that the crew would like lie to Zoro or shit. Like, all right, no, Zoro, you go over here. Like, all right, sweet. And then he heads to where he's supposed to go.
Wow, big brain moves that actually needs to be done because he for sure.
I like why Nami at least should have thought of that. At Robin for sure. Right. Like
Like, go right, just go left.
Even as a joke, probably Usopp too. You know what I mean?
Solving problems, man. They definitely need to do it with this fucking fool. I think you got a comment from your boy JD once again. And it's a longing.
I think. I've said that.
What was it?
I've said that Momo's fruit was the only perfected fruit that they got from literally when they captured Kaido.
Oh.
Because it's a set. I don't think it was a smile so much. Because remember, no wait, it had to be a smile. Never mind.
No, it was a smile, but it was a working smile. So I guess it's technically not a smile.
Let me rephrase that. Because Oda likes to explain it one way and then explain it from somebody else's perspective using different words that mean the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that working smile was a devil fruit clone that Vegapunk made. It's the same thing. A smile is a clone of a devil fruit, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is the perfect one. You know, that was what they were trying to get all of their shit after. And it's probably why the gifters are so fucked up. Because they lost that shit and they couldn't replicate it because Caesar is not Vegapunk.
Oh yeah, wasn't that kind of like implied already?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think people really think he's out here with a smile, but I think it's a devil fruit clone, a perfect clone of Kaido's fruit.
That would make sense.
Because remember, he's been captured a number of times.
Yeah, probably all kinds of DNA and shit from him. Yeah.
He may have only been scarred once. That doesn't mean he's never been hurt. You know what I mean? I've been cut plenty of times. I don't have my body's not littered with the scar from every cut I've ever got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like, how would they? Cause it'd be like Clark Kent at a hospital. Like, how would you draw blood from him if you can't? You know.
See, you say that, except for some of these nurses can just kryptonite up a needle anytime they need to poke it into you.
That is true, but I don't think
they can just hockey up a needle and stab the shit out of him.
That would only work if someone had stronger hockey than him, and then on top of that, it would have to
Grandma ain't got some strong hockey. I'm gonna slap your mouth.
But on top of that, it would have to be implied that it's hockey that's stopping him from being hurt in the first place, which we don't know.
Which I don't think it is. I think it's more a function of like him mastering his
fruit.
His fruit. It's kind of like instead of skin, it's like scales.
Oh yeah. That's my theory.
I know.
My theory. I'm so hype. I just wanted to be right. That's like, you know, I totally get where you're coming from about.
Dude, he's 100. No, me and Davis is same vibe. Because yes, Momo probably does have the exact same abilities as Kaido. He just doesn't have the access to them because he's afraid of his own body. Like,
ooh, someone brought this up in the river. I can't remember who it was, but where does Momo's fear of dragons come from?
What do you mean? Where does this Kaido? You dip?
Yeah, but when did he see him in dragon form? Because he showed up.
It's implied that he traveled there as a dragon, and Kaido is hard to miss on the horizon.
Oh, okay.
Like when you see ominous, I'm not gonna say there was an exact moment where he like coiled around the house or show, but I'm gonna say that it's very feasible that the idea of a dragon and Kaido being in his dragon is something that he would have seen. You know
Makes
what I mean?
sense. Yeah, because they were skipping a lot through the chapter, and like
I don't think it's too big a reach on that.
I'm gonna go ahead and toot my own horn here real quick.
Ooh, on camera, you salty wench.
You goddamn right. So, 972, everyone for some reason was just stone cold set on us returning to the future in this chapter, and when I saw it and the word usage from Oda was definitely like kind of clear to me. Like, yo, we are on our way Back to the Future is why he used the word hurtling instead of, or is it hurtling or tumbling? It was one of them, but it was like we're heading back to the future, but we're not gonna be there yet. So it was just like, I definitely called that shit. I just want to put it out there. Everyone was fucking surprised, and I was actually confused. I'm like, yo, you gotta look at these words, man. Oh, to be.
I was 50-50. I was really hoping it was the end of it because, like I said, in honest truth, I think it was closer to the end than we think. I think, like I said, I think Oda's sickness had him shoehorn some stuff in to make content.
That's
like,
fair. Because he definitely could have been
assumption, but it's not an unreasonable one.
Yeah, he definitely could have been sick for longer than I guess he put out. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have used up his 3 chapters that he had stockpiled, and he was sick for that whole time, and then he just kind of made up a chapter. Because a lot of people were honing in, because I haven't seen a lot of people hone in on chapters and be like, why is this here more than this chapter? Like this chapter had a lot of people like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of interesting. Go there. What the fuck? I gotta find Flash. God damn it. But yeah, this in the chapter there was also talk about something that Toki was chasing by Odin, and she stopped him from finishing that sentence. What bells rang for you when that happened?
Wait, sorry, repeat that.
When Odin was having his random flashback and he was talking to Toki, he was like, yo, you traveled 800 years in the past for this specific thing, and all you got to do is wait 20 more years, and then covered his mouth, Toki, and she was like, you say horrible things to me. So it was like, what did that make your gears turn toward?
Oh, I thought, I guess my gears turns toward that it was obviously a reference to Joy Boy, that person she's been chasing, and that he found out about through his travels with Roger and things like that. And I think that was his way of letting that she's on the right track and she's got to make it.
Okay, yeah, because he did say in 20 years we got to open the borders because Joy Boy's coming. And then he said it before she covered his mouth, like, yo, in 20 years, the thing you've been chasing is going to be here. But then he said a thing instead of a person. So do you think Joy Boy's a thing and not a person, like everyone's been thinking?
She could mean it as a concept.
That's Odin said thing instead of person, I believe. Actually, I might have to read. Yeah, because he was like, that thing you're chasing is gonna you travel 800 years to the future chasing that thing, you know what I'm saying, or chasing that thing too or as well is what he said. So I was like, but he could have just been saying as a generalization, like thing could be a person as well. But I just thought it was an interesting word choice to say thing instead of playing the fucking pronoun game and they both know what the fuck's going on,
more or less. My problem comes with the whole being, so now there's a time fruit out there just float.
Yeah, because she definitely died on that thing. A lot of people thought she was traveling to the future after that panel. I hope
she does. I hope she has like a way of doing something, but
did Toki make that proclamation? Like she did she tell the townspeople her thing and it was just skipped? Because she was talking about some other stuff and not really telling them about the future. Because, her last thing was Toki giving that prophecy. And that's what Orochi was afraid of this whole time because of Toki's prophecy. But when she was up on the building before she plummeted to her death, she didn't really say anything about the prophecy. She was talking about she was the moon that never get to see the dawn and all that.
Nice. Oh, that's true. In the chat, he says, people say why it's here, but views say otherwise. Brago hit 100K off of why is it here chapter. It's true.
Brago's definitely at 19K, but I get the sentiment. But yes.
He means views, not like...
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, this nigga 100K, nigga win. Ooh, a Natu? Ooh.
Oh yeah, you want that.
Zatu. Zap, 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 zatu. I cannot kill it. If I kill this thing, I will be extremely mad.
Well, you should be.
This fucking bubble. Please don't kill this fucking Zatu. It's Bubble Jesus. Oh my fucking god, I'm so upset. I am so upset. Now I gotta leave. So what was Mr. Davis trying to say with that last comment? Exactly.
Oh, just speculation is how he got asking why is this here and talking about it. Good, essentially. It increases conversation and gets people more involved in your chat. Unless I'm taking it wrong, please correct me if I'm interpreting what you say wrong. Because
okay, I don't know. Okay, I was just making sure he wasn't like saying it was like a bad thing, because that's kind of what we all do all the time, pretty much. Besides, when we're not power scaling, or when I'm not power scaling, it's kind of like an implied thing that you have to do with ongoing chapters, especially with One Piece.
You power scale more than I do.
That's why I said that's what I do.
Oh no, sorry. That was the preface for a question.
Ah, yes.
The question being, like, does it? Because this is how I get like the feeling sometimes that people, if you say like, we'll say Sanji and Zoro just for the sake of,
yeah.
If you say, I'm trying to figure out how to word this shit. Let me put it. That I don't know. You don't like their favorite character, like that you're assaulting their penis, like you're somehow physically attacking them because the character they like isn't as strong as they say, and people act like it's like people get really into power scaling, and it feels like it gets so personal for no reason.
Well, I think Morge put it best, going back to my boy JD asking if Morge had any good discussions, and this was one of them. So, your question kind of came up in a review, but he summed it up pretty well. So it was like, we attach ourselves to these characters, and because we put so much time and effort into them, they become a part of us. They become, part of our identity, something we think is cool. And depending on your maturity level, you can have that be made fun of and you can let it go or whatever. But sometimes it's cool to kind of be in the moment with the boys. It's not going to kill you, you're not going to die. Like I said, again, depending on maturity level. But it's just like when you're identifying with this character and kind of wearing it on your sleeve, like, hey, this is the guy I like, and he's just like, oh, you like this guy? Well, he kind of sucks. And then someone saying your character sucks is cool. They can do that. Sometimes your character does things that kind of suck. Sanji on that fucking island that should not be named with those people that should not be named, having that ridiculous arc when Zoro's getting trained by the world's strongest swordsman and Rayleigh getting trained by fucking the second god of the verse at one point. Freaking that was really cute. I'm not gonna lie about that. It was fucking annoying, and it was just like things like that happen, but you got to take it. You know what I'm saying? But then,
also, do you know what Fafafini are?
Fafafini, the killer reference?
No. That's the okay. That's a song by the Talking Heads called Psycho Killer.
Yeah. I'm talking about the noise he makes.
Oh no, Fafafini it's a Pacific Islander term for essentially courtesans of the male persuasion that function as both male and female.
Right.
Not like they have a vagina, but you know what I
mean.
Yeah. And like they're essentially like Japanese geishas. But they're like they live on an island and stuff. So I've always thought of it that way. Like he went to like Fafafini Island and came back with some recipes and.
Yeah, right. But to a lot of people, that's
Oh,
still.
so you agree?
I do not. I was just saying that, a lot like however you dress it up and, wherever you get the lore from, it's still considered L to a lot of people in the community. So I was just saying that to say that, what I'm saying, you take L's with your character, but then when someone like insults it with, for no reason apparently, or just to make themselves feel better, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta defend your home turf, even though it really doesn't need defending. You know what I'm saying? It's not your character, but you like I said, you identify with it. So it's like it's not Sanji against Zoro. It's your ideals versus that other person's ideals. So it gets personal.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that because I had the thought. It's like your neighbor coming over and being, "Oh, hey man, I'm crabgrass," and you just being like, "Hey, fuck you. Your wife fucks the mailman."
Exactly.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, and and that goes back to maturity level. You can let it roll off your back, or you can let him know that his wife's getting plowed. You have a choice to make. And sometimes you just you go down that dark road. Oh yeah, and then power scaling gets into it because it's like someone will be like, "Oh, okay, well, Zoro's strong."
No, whoa! I'm sorry, Wait, and maybe I'm wrong, but Ivankov wasn't even on Okami Island, was he?
Not at first. It was the king. It was the queen that was there before, and I think Ivankov came like later after he fought.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I want to say.
All right, thank you. I was just fact checking. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I was wrong. Is what it was. So I just wanted to make sure that, he was there with Sanji. Super dope.
Yeah, he had to fight the, all the time. Yeah. It was kind of like Luffy's, but it was like reverse. Like, he was training with them.
Ran from Don Krieg.
He was.
That, sir, is
kind of Mihawk ran from Don Krieg.
Flat out blasphemous.
Yeah, he's definitely trolling, but definitely trolling.
Oh man, don't let Zeldum cats say this in. I mean, they will go in like you're Piper Perry on Black. No holes barred, all of them filled, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Terrible. Just terrible. But yeah, man, that power scaling gets real. It's just like you have to. Some people either don't get this, or it's just like they value one thing over another, and you're trying to let them know that there's a different way to see the world. But they're just like, nah, if you can't cut a mountain in half, you ain't worth shit. And I'm just like, all right,
right,
all right.
All right, what was more effective on Water 7? Real talk. The fights they had, Enies Lobby, the fights they had, or Sanji opening the door. No matter how badass those fights are, that door needed to be open.
You gotta open the door, man.
Like, I'm not, you know me, I'm not a Usopp fanboy, if I'm any fan.
Right.
Or a kid, now that, like, he's more relevant, and I don't feel ashamed.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I was a day one kid. I've been listening to fucking like My Hero shit on him for years. Fucking King of Lightning, Roger, teching everybody.
Right, just taking big old
the whole
jumps.
time I'm like, but he's gonna be dope, guys. Fucking
days.
over here talking to a screen.
Right. That's how it be, bro. Big mama, bro. Jason Davis going ham right now about Vista stopping Mihawk, which, you know what I'm saying, just like the motherfuckers who poured sake on Shanks, they could have been low dipped at any moment. Like every second was a death. Every second. All right, I'm gonna go on a deep air gear dive here. You remember when Iki was fighting the lightning dude on that ship for the first time?
The Lightning Emperor?
Yeah.
With the wires and shit.
Yeah. And he was just like, and he was counting down every time he could have killed him.
Yes, dude, that was so fucking brutal.
Yep. And he was just like, I'm gonna give you like what was like 10 deaths, or was it I don't know if it was 10 deaths or like 100 deaths. It was something like that.
I think it was like 100.
Yeah, it was like, I'm gonna give you 100 times. I'm gonna let you know every time I could kill you. and then on the 101st time, I'm actually gonna do it. That was Shanks with those bandits. That every second went by, so it was just like, and that's the same thing with Vista. Vista could have got a little mid diff.
Doesn't have anything like that. He has I'm eating and I'm murdering. Those are his
pretty much
2 modes, and they often overlap. Don't get the wrong idea.
Just like Big Mom, terrible,
right? Dude, what if Rue is tied to Big Mom?
That'd be wild, like a fucking cousin or something.
Like a son.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you didn't think of that? Not all of her kids are there.
I mean, shit. Lucky Roo, son of Big Mom. That would be wild as shit.
Right?
That would explain why he's so fucking beastly. Him and that meat, man, just ready.
Super facts.
Why is this dick?
Embryo.
OG, yeah. OG know what's up. Okay, stop.
Oh shit.
Onto daycare. Sweet.
Well, I mean, he was also stopped by the 3rd commander. If everything is everything right now.
Please don't tell me you're talking about Jozu.
Yeah, he's got Diamond. Like, that's dope.
Okay. We're going to have this conversation, I see.
What?
So you know how my boy Napping, you know what I'm saying, he put on that grand show with Kumurasaki and made it look like he killed her?
Yeah.
So, as we all know, via the very cool old gentleman that Zoro was trained by, a true swordsman at the pinnacle of his power can cut what he wants to cut and not cut what he doesn't want to cut. And we all know that he was, my boy Mihawk was aiming for Whitebeard, a flesh and bone individual, and sent a slash from a billion and billions of miles away, which it wasn't billions of miles.
Reasoning you have.
Yeah. So he wasn't trying to cut it.
Despite the fact that it was literally shredding everything else in the path.
What do you mean? It still had, like, you know what I'm saying, like power behind it because it was an air slash, but it was just like, it wasn't going to be like a smooth cut that wasn't going to cut anything in his path. You know, it's still an anime, you know what I mean? But it was just like, it was intended, you know, for Whitebeard. You know what I mean? And then Diamond just...
I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying that wasn't a demonstration of it, in my opinion.
Well, here's another example for you.
I feel like he's fully capable of that without question.
Well, let me give you another example real quick. So when he was fighting, I think he was throwing a slash at somebody. I think with Luffy, and Daz Bones blocked it. You remember that one? When Daz Bones blocked his move?
Alright, yeah.
And as soon as Daz Bones blocked his move, Mihawk had time that day, and the second slash he did completely took out Daz Bones because he was intentionally going for him the second time.
Yes. Would you like to know my explanation for that?
What's that?
You cut rubber and steel differently.
Yeah, that goes back to what I was saying. He cut it what he wants to cut.
But I'm saying it's not necessarily the choosing to cut or not cut thing from from Kumurasaki.
Wait.
I'm not again. I think this was something he's introducing in Wano, and I think it's I don't want to say Wano only.
But he introduced it back when the Zoro flashback.
No. He
and
introduced
Alabasta.
the concept of it. See, here's the thing. Here's my take on it. He introduced the concept, but not the pinnacle. All right, and I have reason to. I think everybody has reason to believe that some bitches from Wano. You know what I mean?
Wait, Zoro? I mean, Mihawk?
No. His teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So his understanding and teachings come from Wano. So I'm just saying it might be something selective to Wano. But something that Mihawk would still be capable of.
Well, yeah, about to say, like, Wano, they're like the masters of the sword. Like, people live and die with their blade. So there'll be no reason to believe that there will be a different teaching out there. You know what I'm saying? That would be better than theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if the pinnacle was anywhere, it would definitely be the sword god in the place he came from, rather than the current day world's strong swordsman. If anything, he would fall under him. You know,
it's because if Wano was Dressrosa, I would agree with you, but it's a closed country. It's harder things and ideas and idioms to get out like that. So I think that based on that closeness, that there's closedness, and him having escaped Wano, because you got to believe somebody left the 20 years where it went from a fucking paradise to goddamn Mad Max. You know what I mean?
It was told to us that someone left, and I think SBS, like, someone left on a ship like 20 years ago or something like that. When it was that carpenter dude that we saw that was training Frankie.
Oh yeah,
yeah, his like cousin or something.
I forgot about.
Yeah, so people definitely left, and people think that ship went to the town that Zoro grew up in, and that's why it's like the way it is, because of the teachings and all that good stuff. But yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from. It would be actually pretty dope if like there was a whole, like, we'll say road to bring it back to Air Gear. So there's like the Wano road, and then like Mihawk was just some kind of just sentient badass, and he created his whole other road to where it's like the shit doesn't even apply to him.
The Hurricane Road as opposed to the Wind Road.
Big facts.
Yeah, I like that.
That would, you know what I'm saying, put him on a whole nother level to where he can get to like Sword God Ryuma's level, but he didn't take the same path as him. Like, he found his own way of the sword. That'd be pretty cool. The way of the samurai. Ooh, my Gyarados getting up there. You don't mess with the samurai. Oh, this Chansey is not playing games right now. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Yeah. Yo, that wheel you're going against is just OD right now. What is happening?
Wow. I'm dropping all my magic.
Yeah. It looks like it's a pretty OP wheel, man.
That's only an embryo. I don't want to turns into, you dig?
God damn. I just want to say I appreciate you, OG, for sticking around with your boy through my random playthrough.
Right? Same with you. Appreciate having people around who are actually involved in the conversation. This is super dope. Thank you very much.
Which is always of the bestest. Right. Ooh, fucking meow.
It looks like it looks like a chest burster, like trapped in a frisbee.
Thanks.
Wrong? No way.
You have the facts. Well, about 30 seconds from now, we will have reached the 2-hour mark of the stream.
Oh shit! I didn't remind myself.
I also did not. I ain't shit. Now you got to do 20. Look at you.
All right.
Oh shit! I caught him meow.
There we go.
Hey, my boy OG, you already know we out here, man.
I'm
doing it big.
I want to try and get to 20.
Do it. I believes in you.
No, I don't have the good one right now, but
keep that back straight.
3, 4.
Hey, OG, are you a Pokemon fan? Is that? You know, I know you're sticking around for the great convo and my amazing play-by-play, but are you a OG Pokemon fan, or are you more of a Digimon guy? I can talk to you about some Digimans.
Dude, I'm so excited for Digimon Survive.
Is that a movie or a show?
Oh my god, I hate you so much. Google it.
I remember we talked about
We
it.
talked about it. It's a new game coming out.
I
Like
really gotta look it up.
it's not like any of the other games either. Like it's a whole new direction. It's more like survival. I don't know if it's horror, but it's like more survival than anything else.
Yeah, I see it. It says survival game.
Yeah.
It's for PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC.
Yeah, everything, baby. All right, 10 more. I can do this.
Oh, I have a PC now. I might have to grab this. Should I make a window real quick and let the chat see? Nah, I'm just gonna look it up real fast. Is Digimon surviving? Sometime in 2020.
Alright. That's 20.
Yeah, the trailer was shown, but it is not online.
Whew. Oh,
Digimon.
man.
Oh, OG, a Digimon fan? I appreciate that. Did you ever play Dusk and Dawn when that was out on the GBA, or were you the PlayStation?
Yo! Why don't we play that?
Nigga, that's all you had to say. Dusk and Dawn is my schnizzle. I don't know if you're ready for that grind, though.
I've never played it, but I've always wanted to, because I know the Digimon games are usually more story-based.
Shiburi don't know. That is my shit. We can get into some Digimon. It's
Dude,
definitely
I love
story-based.
Digimon. I've always loved Digimon. Like, the anime was the cartoon and the whatever was always better than Pokemon because it had like substance, you know.
Factual facts. This nigga spitting. Someone get this man a Grammy, cause he just spit some mad facts. Which season was your favorite though? Is the important question.
Probably I think it's Digimon Frontier with
Get the fuck out of my face. God damn it, Vallen, I thought we were friends.
Wait. No, the one with the red guy.
Oh shit, that narrows it down. You talking about
that's super fair.
You talking about when they fused together?
Growlmon, I think.
Oh, okay. That was Digimon Tamers. Okay.
Tamers.
You're okay. Digimon Frontier is when they actually fused together, and I hated that shit. It was the worst one to me.
Oh yeah, that's the one after with the armadillo.
Armadillo. Wait, was that? Yeah, I think one of them had an armadillo. But
yeah, the yellow one was the armadillo. The red one was the bird. The blue one was like a dinosaur.
Oh, okay, no, that was season 2. That was with Davis, and Vmon was the little blue one, and he went to what the fuck's his name? Flamedramon with the courage.
Wait, was Digimon Frontier? Is that the one with Shoutmon?
That was the one after that. That was actually a couple one after that. I think it was V Cross or Cross.
They got progressively worse. I will say that.
Oh yeah.
3 or 4.
Digimon Data Squad was okay. It wasn't as bad as the other ones, but yeah, Shoutmon was terrible because they didn't even digivolve. They actually fused with other Digimon. It was like Digimon fused with Digimon, so no one digivolved. The only way they digivolved was to fuse with other Digimon. It was so fucking bad. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. I don't feel like. Yeah, that's like. I love like all of the Zoids series.
Ooh.
Like Zoids is my shit, except Zoids Fusors. Because the anime is just shit, but like it's dumb. It's like, I don't know. Some of them look cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's just the way it's executed.
OG, it's okay if you're casual.
I think Dave is left, but I was about to ask him what his like favorite kind of like Saturday morning anime cartoon was.
Yeah, mine was definitely Digimon for a good stretch. I'm mad the card game went like bankrupt, whoever the fuck happened to it, because they stopped coming out with them.
What, Digimon?
Digimon, the trading cards, because they actually had cards.
That's still going. It's just more niche.
The fuck? Well, my world just got flipped.
Flip script. You know what? Let's find a game. Because I love Digimon. I love Digimon. I don't like Yokai Watch.
Yeah, it's terrible. I would say the best game, honestly, would be Dusk and Dawn. It's so deep, And unlike Pokemon, they're not like stuck on one track. You can digivolve your Pokemon, right? So it's like, you know, of course, Coromon, Agumon, Greymon, Metal Greymon, War Greymon, and then you can get Skull Greymon if you want, but then that's a whole nother track. And then I think Skull Greymon's a champion, I want to say, and then there's an ultimate specifically made for that like evolution tree. So it's like you can get Skull Greymon and then get an ultimate, you know, which is probably like Dark Dramon or something like that. And then there's a Mega.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh yeah, I've played like Cyber Sleuth and stuff like that.
Oh, you play Cyber Sleuth? Nice.
Yeah, I've played Cyber Sleuth. I've played.
So yeah, you know how I go.
What, Last Frontier or some shit like that?
Something Frontier. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. It's more recent, but
yeah, nigga Dusk and Dawn. Oh my god, we could have been playing. I would have played that today. Shit.
I didn't even. Yeah, we should have. Like, you know what? That's what we're gonna plan for our next one. We're gonna start. See, this is why we need this. You do your thing, and you do our thing, and we vibe, and eventually we find some shit. Like, this is how it fucking works.
Big facts.
Like, don't question my methods, bitch.
You definitely knew what you was talking about today.
He said today. I don't like that goddamn qualifier.
Hey man, we all got off days.
Yo, thanks. What's one of the things I say the most, and that would get me sucked into that Naruto gourd is, you know, I've been wrong before and I'll be wrong. You know what I mean?
I've died before. I feel that spiritually. I forgot I had a fucking Meowth. Well. But yeah, man. Yeah. Oof, man.
So now we know what we're doing going forward.
I'm so happy.
Right. We know what we're doing. All right. Let's coincide. Let's find a way.
I call Dawn off top, by the way.
Can I ask why?
So there's Digimon in it called Coronamon, which is hilarious in this day and age. But it's called Coronamon, and it's a fire type. And, you know, I love fire, so that's pretty much the only reason.
Right. They're exclusive to... Okay, that's fair.
It's like red and blue. It's kind of cool. So it's like a starter Pokemon that you get. And, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any exclusive Digimon. I don't think. There may be like one or two. But, like, you start off with Coronamon on that one, and then you start off with Lunamon on Dusk. Because they represent the sun and the moon. Lunamon is like this little cute white one.
Wait, I think I've seen that. No, fuck you. You get the little. You're the veteran. All right, you gotta earn your fire type. Son of a bitch.
You know what? That's fair. Right. That's fair. That is fair.
Because I remember it now. I was like, wait, that's that lion he.
Oh, he's kind of beastly as fuck.
Pictures, but I didn't. Yeah, no. Fuck you. Fuck you. Son of a bitch. You trying to hustle me from jump.
Hey, man. I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
That was my jam, man. Fire Pokemon is just so
man,
cool.
I hit you with the Mama Johnson. What would the Reverend?
What would the Reverend say?
Right?
Oh, my God. Man. That's funny.
Jeez. God.
I need a follow revive. Thank God I have one.
I swear to God, I wish I could have fully appreciated her. God, it always makes me cry. Some 5 a.m. thoughts.
Oh, yeah, it's 5 where you are. It's definitely 3 over cheer.
Be up a little bit.
Shiny boy.
I promise if I do some dishes, I am a liar.
I'm weak. Yo, I hate the later it gets, the fucking shinier my face gets. So ridiculous. All that oil.
Your pores are expressing themselves. What you need to start doing is covering your face with only the rarest and finest horans made from refined semen.
Oh my God. I don't know how, but from the beginning word that you uttered, I knew it was going to go to semen. I already knew it. It was predestined.
I almost was like the finest artisanal semen's money can buy.
Fucking artisanal. Ridiculous.
Oh, goodness. Yo, this is what's up. We need to do one of these we're gonna like as part of Vagabond Gaming, like
Vagabond.
just we each essentially stream to wherever we want to stream to. I would recommend Twitch just to keep, because we're trying not to keep the YouTubes cluttered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to separate them.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to do Mixer, whatever you guys like, whatever important.
Oh,
but,
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I want to go to other platforms, but I'm finally getting like a few people straggling every now and then, like my boy OG and fucking what's the name, Lazy.
Oh yeah. Don't do what I did. You know what I mean? Sorry, I should express that. All right. How do I put this? Ooh, all right, yeah. All right? How does this sound? Like you live stream from your channel, right? But you don't necessarily like publish it or like put it out or whatever.
Yeah.
But you upload it to the Vagabonds thing, so you still get your audience. And you're still pushing content through your channel. All right, even if it doesn't stay like as part of the mainstay, so to speak, until more and more people start to ask for it.
So I could ooh, shit.
I don't know. I think I lost it.
And so wait. I think blah blah blah. Shit. So I stream on Twitch and or Mixer, and while I'm streaming, hold on. So I streamed in Twitch or Mixer, but I also record it and then I premiere it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like I can like technically get 2 live streams off.
I see. Maybe that's.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to focus more on YouTube per se,
yeah,
then my idea was like set it up to stream on a YouTube like we are now, record it.
Yeah.
After the video's like done or whatever, instead of like letting it live on, we'll say your channel, you would upload the video onto the Vagabond Gaming channel. And that's where it would live, and you would have it still like I guess marked as private on yours.
Okay.
You would still have the video. It's obviously 100% yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But it's just like the compilation channel of all of our stuff, so everybody can find it.
Smart. I like it.
And like we can make playlists like for your playlist, my playlist, Marty's playlist, Hype's playlist, my dude Soaring's playlist. Like there's who else? Hopefully Gran, hopefully Austin, my buddy Eric, my buddy fucking Paul is hopefully gonna be doing this soon.
Hi,
hopefully.
Hi Paul.
I'm trying to get Paul to do it. Well, that's right. I'm like he was talking about it, and I'm like, dude, do it.
That's the boy. I found a fucking wild Magnemite, and I'm hyped in a motherfucker.
But yeah, like tell me that. Like I've been working on getting. And I really think I can do it. I want to get Soul involved because he loves gaming shit.
Oh yeah,
and he you know what I mean.
He definitely needs to get up upon that there.
I'm saying I really want him. Not only that, but I gotta get a hold of him anyway. I've been like time is so ephemeral for me, but I don't think I've talked to him in like a couple of days. I just want to make sure he's doing all right. I do worry.
Me neither.
He's one of the first people that like really like fucked with me on the platform, on YouTube, on anything.
Right.
And like, he's really going through it right now.
That is facts. I need to hit him up too. Fire, ground, move. This is fucking stupid. Or fighting. Maybe I can just catch him off top. Let me try that. Yeah, I'm hyped for this Digimon.
I'm actually pretty hyped for it too. I'm pretty excited.
That was my shizzle.
Like I've never played it. I think I had it once, like one fucking time. And the cool thing, because it's a Game Boy Advance setup, you don't want it too big.
Yeah.
So it gives like room for like a more fun with the overlay. Like.
Oh yeah, like how I got set up. Got all in the background,
like
different windows.
This could be the equivalent, like, of Hype Beast and my like black and white run,
Yeah.
where we had like all the pictures up and we had the like we were just constantly fucking around with it to each other so that better and better.
Hell yeah.
Like
Definitely pull
oh
that
my
off.
god, it sucks. He's like he doesn't even have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough thing.
Dude, that's another thing. Like YouTube is one of those systems that's built on people who are okay. If you're good in life, YouTube's gonna be easy. But if your life isn't fucking stable and set,
Yeah.
like it's gonna be a lot fucking harder. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, everything's not gonna work out perfectly.
And it sucks because like I'm one of those people, you know, who despite how like I got my life isn't easy. You know what I mean? It's not as hard as it used to be by like several thousand miles. You know what I mean? I'm very happy where I am.
Yeah.
That does not make it easy. There's a difference.
Very much so.
And yeah, like, and for me, scheduling is a problem. My brain like naturally rebels against it because of all like the regimented like I've gone through like shit half a dozen military camps over the time as a kid and all the homes and like anytime there's so much structure, I go fucking ape shit like absolutely irredeemably.
I was just lucky that I was kind of, I won't say built for it, but I can adapted to it easily, and it wasn't like and I chose it. You didn't choose it.
Yeah, I think that's a huge part of it.
Yeah,
too.
It's definitely a
like
big
you
part
walked
of
into
it,
this knowing, hey, all right, this is what this is.
It's about to get fucked real bad.
Right, basically.
Yep. So it's like, yeah, you don't get a choice no matter. It's a lot more sucky. So yeah, I feel that. If I can somewhat understand.
All right, this is good. This is we have our big thing now. What we're gonna do at least twice a week. Because I don't want to burn out.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you probably want to. You know what? If you want to go ham, I'll be honest.
Oh no, I need
so much other shit.
Yeah.
Like that we can do. That I don't think we will go like get lost or whatever. I think we could really go ham on.
Oh yeah.
And
I can definitely focus on. I can definitely focus heavy on the Pokemon. I'm on the Digimon. One, because I want to, and two, because you have to. Like, if I'm remembering this game right, which I know for a fact I am, it's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. If you want the Digimon that you want, it's gonna be a lot of grinding. I might even say more than Digimon to be. I might even say more than Pokemon to be real. To be like 100% with you. Yeah, because
I play a lot of really grindy games. Like I'm not playing it right now, but I do play Gabi Tensei Nocturne, and that game is the grindiest.
Yep. I just hope you are ready to fight with Digimon that you might not actually want to fight with. That was the thing I had to get over.
I'm also right now I'm playing Suikoden, the game where they form teammates onto your party whether you want them or not, whether they're optimized or not, whether they're good or not.
Oh shit, we already know what's up.
Yep, so don't even ain't nothing to it but some do it.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I changed my mind halfway through about what I was gonna say.
It'd be like that. Head to Batu.
Hi, my name is.
Ooh, fucking Natu. Maybe I can bite you one time before I fucking die. Or you're probably gonna be faster than me. I'm a fucking turtle. Yep. Ominous wind. God damn it. Fucking
Ominous wind? Winds that are not.
Probably lit because he's psychic.
Yeah, I can tell I'm starting to get tired. I'm like, blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, I can definitely feel it behind my eyes, especially coming right off of work. So
you came right off work with this shit, didn't you?
9 hours strong in this
God
motherfucker.
damn, get that bag, boy. Yeah.
All day. Dirty. Alright, you revived. This not too about to take me the fuck out. Meowth. You know what it is. And you got bite. You better be fat. You're level 13. You're not fast in this nigga. Well, I can fake out. Hell yeah. Hit him with a fake out. Fuck your mama. Alright. Shit. I use this time to revive. Someone's about to die. Somebody gonna die. Baby, them niggas don't mind me hating on you. Ain't nobody with a. Damn. I used to know that whole fucking verse. Now I can't even get it out. I be getting tongue tied. Hey, you ain't nobody with a.
You know, one of those songs is that I feel like everybody like knows the words to.
What is that?
Like, basically Afro Man's whole first album. But fuck.
He comes to Montana a lot. It's kind of weird.
Huh? Weird.
Yeah, I was when I was stationed in Great Falls. Like he just showed up. Like I think like 2 or 3 times. And
you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I bet he. And this is. I don't know if this is racist to say. You can tell me. I think he's got more white fans than black ones.
That's factual. Well,
so,
yeah.
To be in Montana, not exactly.
Yeah, you know. It might be, and because it's like since not a lot of big talent come there, it's like if we get anybody, it's like hell yeah. And then Afro Man is like a cult classic. So
this man said even Afro Man. This dude, he's got feelings. What if he heard you?
Fucking Afro Man is that second viewer that like never comments. He's just always looking at me.
He's like, oh no, they're on to me.
Yeah, right. And it's funny because someone did just leave. Fucking leave.
I was Afro Man.
Yo, Afro Man in the chat, boy. That's crazy.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Afro Man confirmed.
That's hilarious. We solved the mystery.
I just can't right now. I am beside myself.
Afro Man in the chat.
The happenings of the day, like I can't believe it.
It's wild, man. Sometimes you just gotta let the day take you. Twister. That did nothing. Wow. Okay. You know what?
I miss man.
You said Boys to Men.
ABC. BB. Yeah, right. That do that shit. Motown feeling back again, be feeling
like good stuff.
Coming in with that East Coast sweet, dude. Dude, they got you all pussy in the '90s because they had all them songs where the music like, and then dude be like, baby. I didn't mean to fuck your cousin.
Come in on the track real smooth.
Right? Like just super strong, like baby. You know I love you. Your sweet kisses taste like honey from heaven.
Gotta hit him with them lines,
okay.
Man.
Woo, sir. Oh Jesus.
Well.
Right? Dude, fucking on bended knee, bro. That.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
The classics. Those guys.
Right? They had. Their whole first album is a classic.
Some of the most at-risk people for STDs on the planet at that time.
Right? if you had that album or any singles from that album at the time, you probably had somebody pregnant.
Big old facts.
Like just let go check.
Speaking of music, random question: you happen to be an Immortal Technique fan?
Immortal Technique?
Yeah.
No, not off the top of my head. But
have you heard the Dance with the Devil song?
No. Honestly, my exposure to music is so much lower than I want it to be.
Oh no, I feel it. This is definitely one of the ones. Okay, I heard the song because someone just was like, "Hey, listen to this song. It's kind of fucked up," and that's how I heard it. So, and then I started listening to this shit afterwards, and I was like, "Huh, this guy, Mexican dude from New York, one of the few Mexicans I actually listen to, as racist as that sounds."
Racism.
Oh yeah, spread it all over me.
I knew it. Everything. You're one of them Emotep guys that.
Yeah, Emotep. Yo, those Emotep memes be having me weak.
Dude, I Mm. That's the person who's thinking about the words he's about to say. Just hang it and
well, be like that sometimes, man. The words just be rolling. Yo, I really fuck with this Pokemon music. I don't know if it's because I'm deliriously sleepy or it's just a banger.
No, they do better than they should.
You talking about the Mexicans or the Pokemon?
The Pokemon.
Okay.
Racist.
Yo.
Mexicans? You sound so incredulous. Like, no, I refuse to believe it.
No, fucking how are they doing good?
Not those sons of bitches.
Yo, it was funny. I saw a racist ad today, but it was for a movie. It's called The Hunt. Have you heard or seen it?
Yeah. That's the one where the people hunt the people. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like rednecks talking about homophobics. No, they were talking about homophobics, and they were rednecks, and they were talking about homos, and they were talking about black people, and about Mexicans. It was just going in. It was just a wide variety group of people hunting different like races and subgroups. It was kind of crazy. Kinda crazy.
Huh. All right.
That's how it be. Cause yeah, I was listening to an old Brago stream, as I do when I'm at work and don't want people to talk to me, and it just came on as a commercial. You know, it's just like, yep. It was crazy. Yeah, you should definitely see the trailer. I don't know if it's like one of those things where it's like it shocks you into seeing it, but it's actually like good or deep, or at least trying to be those things. Which sometimes I appreciate the attempt in movies.
Alright, I respect that.
The attempts. Oh shit. But yeah.
I swear to God, when I finally do get a fan base who actually like watches me and like interacts like with the games that I'm doing and stuff,
right.
The most common thing they're gonna tell me is wrong. I have a Zoro like sense of direction when it comes to playing RPGs. I swear to God.
I used to I think the beginning of when I used to pride myself on being able to navigate myself in games was alright, here's a deep pool. I don't know if you are gonna be able to, you know, get this reference, but it was this old Mortal Kombat game and you played as Jax. You remember that game? I think it was on like PlayStation.
Yeah, it was more of a beat 'em up.
Yeah, it's like you got to punch people and you got guns, you got flamethrowers and grenade launchers. It was just Jax going around being Jax with fucking giant metal arms. And you had to remember codes for doors and shit. It was actually pretty crazy. Like, now I think about it, that game was kind of wild. Like you would go beat up some people, and it had the most, you know, rhythmic fighting. Like it was just like and it was just that combo. But you can like
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Basically, what was that? Oh, fuck, wait, no. I know that reference, but it's not coming to me right now. It'll probably hit me later. I'll be mad.
It's the waltz.
Well, yeah, but I remember that actually being off some kind of movie before, but nah, I can't remember it. But anyway,
Tiger Tactic,
Tiger Blood.
Actually, that's more of a Velociraptor. Never mind.
The pitch. Yo, I was I forgot who said it, but someone was saying like you know how everyone has that. Well, I guess now I don't know if it's the fact now, but the scientists say that, you know, dinosaurs are close to the chickens and the like, so it's like they probably didn't even sound like, you know, that.
Why my T-Rex, that's why my the chicken before the egg thing is actually the technically the egg, because the chicken has to be born from the egg, and all transmogrifications or evolutions happen within embryo, and the egg is an embryo until it's hatched, then it has to be the embryo. And that's just the science of it. It's
okay, so since chickens were from dinosaurs, the only time they were able to change to what we know now is through birth in the egg, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Oh, tasty.
So now you know the exact answer to that question. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. They're fucking wrong.
Factual. So okay, so it was like one day there was a 99%, you know what I'm saying, dinosaur chicken that was like 1% away from being a full-fledged chicken, and then one day just out of the egg a full chicken came out with no dinosaur traits.
Exactly.
Pretty dope. Pretty.
And all of it in between was delicious.
Probably
I
not.
I bet the Flintstones were onto dinosaurs.
If we know anything about how humans like their meat, it's definitely not tough and killy and murdery. So I don't know if tough dinosaur meat has survived against other dinosaurs would be that tasty. You know what I'm saying? Murdery meat. Oh, I was watching a Joe Rogan podcast the other day, and I think one of the old legends about what the fuck were they called, like the Aztecs and the Mayans and all that. It was when they had their like war games, so they would play like a game, and then it was like, okay, we're gonna sacrifice the losers now and like eat their hearts or some shit. It was actually like discovered that the winners was the ones that actually got their heart eaten because they were like more victorious, and they believe, you know, transferring that energy and all that good stuff. So it was just like, yo, imagine being the nigga like to score the winning shot for your team and you just got your whole team killed. Like, yo, the slowest game ever. Like, oh no, I fumbled.
Like, oh no, I missed.
Son of a bitch. I need a timeout at my house.
Quadruple overtime. The score is 0. Sudden death.
Facts. Literally. But yeah, they were saying they juiced those motherfuckers up so much with all this polyjuice potion. They probably didn't even
polyjuice. We had motherfuckers, cats. We had people out here as other people. We didn't give a fuck.
Didn't give no
polyjuice flowed from fountains.
All factual. Yeah, so it was just probably so hot. It was just like, hell yeah, we won, and didn't realize that no, you didn't. That you, in fact, did not win. But you will now be sacrificed.
What you know about this polyjuice life?
Man.
I'm stuck on that you said polyjuice potion.
Got to represent, man. Got to represent. That was freaking looking at what the fuck was it called? Yeah, another, you know, useful Brago stream. And he was talking, because apparently Brago likes Harry Potter, and it was talking about how Hermione like saw herself when she went back in time.
Yeah
and shit. And I either I noticed it or I didn't remember that I noticed it, because it was like way back in the first movie. They were sneaking around, and then she saw something, but we didn't know what it was at the time. And she was like, and Ron was like what? And he was like, oh, nothing, go on. And it was just like, huh, okay, she saw herself. But then it was like, the further implications of that is that she was using time travel throughout the whole entire like series, like ever since she got to school, to make her classes and stuff.
Oh yeah, that is, and it was a gift from what's her nuts too, Miss McGonagall, if I remember right.
Mrs. McGonagall.
That's because she herself had a questionably possible workload, but
she was just time traveling.
Was like,
that's pretty,
you know, she did it, and that's how, she made all of her classes and stuff like that. It's freaking amazing, and it shows like the bond that she had with McGonagall, which like comes back later, especially in like the later books where they have to actually fight together.
Which is extra dope. I really like McGonagall, especially the actress they picked for her.
Oh my god, Maggie Swift, dude! Back in the day, she could get it.
She can get it in current form.
Get it current? Not for me. I would feel bad because I'd be on the papers like, listen, she said she wanted the full Vallen treatment. It is not my. She signed the papers. All right, there was a notary in the room.
Room?
As per standard operating procedure for this sort of thing.
You gave my nigga OG a new term. What's her nuts?
Oh,
He's like,
that's
I'm
oh,
stealing it.
oh, that's my thing. You can't know. That's mine. That's mine forever, Jack.
What's your
I'm just
nuts?
kidding. I don't give a fuck. Oh, hey, girl. How you living, huh? You hungry? All right, 1 second. I gotta move some wires.
That
So
puppy.
my dog doesn't rip my computer off.
She definitely
Get
got
up
up
there.
with a vengeance.
I love you to death, but if you hurt my computer, whoa, what was that?
So you better not love that computer more than me.
Oh, ow, shit, Flonkerton dog. No, she did that from shaking her head.
Oh shit, that was just just a casualty noise.
Yeah, she's
That's crazy.
Oh, poor girl. Thirsty. All right, 1 second, guys.
You're
Everybody knows family first, and if you feel like your dog ain't your family, give that dog to somebody else.
exactly. You do not deserve it. I tell my dog he's amazing and I love him every day. Well, not every day. Some days I forget, but I say it in my spirit. That's what counts. Yo, I don't know if anyone in the chat ever played Pokemon, but this is definitely not an area that is normal to Pokemon. So now we're getting into the revolution part of the Pokemon, to where they just kind of throw their own little scenes and crevices into the game, because I have no idea where I'm at or where I need to go. I'm just in this fucking graveyard of doom right now. Doom, another doom things. Also, Invader Zim is the motherfucking shit. Why is there a snake in this fucking tree? That's crazy. Well, we're gonna hypnotize it. Well, I just got bit. He would have the one motherfucking move to take me out. Upset. I'm grass and poison type, so I guess I could stun it, but then I couldn't affect it. So not towel, you're just gonna have to headbutt the shit out of it with your giant round head of doom. Doom. Bro, Invaders in, bro, to this day just had me cracking up. Just the little things. It's not even like big grand well set up jokes. It's just the little random shit that they say just be hilarious. Love it. If you haven't watched Invaders Zim, you need to correct your life and go do that. Oh, a fucking Murkrow on level 23 nonetheless. Now, they be throwing some strong Pokemon at you. Maybe I need to train more. This is I'm just trying to run through shit, and there's wild Pokemon stronger than most niggas on my team. That's kind of wild. I can go all out and headbutt the shit Nightshade. What you wanna do that for? Yo, this Murkrow. Why you so beastly? Why the fuck you beastly?
Alright, I'm back.
What up, Madri? Niggas beastly. Headbutt this fucking Murkrow. Murkrow. Ooh, fuck.
Dude, I love Murkrows. In my Sun and Moon game that I couldn't, that I sacrificed for a friend is really what it came down to. But I had a Murkrow with super luck and the fucking scope lens. Basically, every move was a critical.
Super crits everywhere.
And it had the max friendliness, was also upped its crit by like 15%. Like, and I was using move, like, I only basically had the increased crit chain. Like, yeah, it was brutal.
I bet. There was a lot of sad faces that day. Fake out. Did a quick fake out in there.
It took me like 30 fucking Murkrows to find the one I want with the attack up and everything.
Hopefully I get this Murkrow. Wow, you really gonna make me waste my Pokeballs like that, G? Hi, I tried to use Nightshade on them.
Don't take that guff.
And of course, using Nightshade on a Meowth will do you no good, sir. Yo, this Murkrow, what the fuck?
You gotta go potty? You gotta go potties? Come on, girl. That's your outfit. Come on.
Creeping back up on 3 hours. Surprise, surprise. Did not know I was gonna stream this long, especially with it being an out of the blue stream. If you want to blame anyone for my random stream schedule, you can blame Mr. Captain Vallen, because I definitely was planning on taking a bath and freaking falling asleep to Detective Conan.
What I missed? Are you heading out?
No, I was saying that I was just talking. I was just saying that that you are the reason for this random stream.
Yeah, I'm like, if I'm gonna be awake, I gotta start using it. I can't just like sit here and like watch TV all the fucking time. Real talk.
Yeah, man. You start I don't know if you well, me, for some reason I just find it easier to edit things on my phone.
Oh no. That's what happened.
What?
My screen became cute.
Finish whips.
Alright, girl.
Ah, shit.
You are. Come on. Up. I don't know what this dog's trying to do.
Doggies. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Post this in my fucking Discord. I gotta get more active on my Discord. I am never on there.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, one of the reasons I want to do these is to use my Discord. That saying it discludes your Discord pretty much out of hand, so that's not really fair.
No, I gotta work on my own stuff, so you definitely need to work on yours.
Say in our threads or whatever, in our streams, we're only in my Discord. Like, we just go back and forth. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we can, hopscotch in between. Yo, can I get to the middle or what? There's an actual ghost in this tree. What the hell is going on? We getting the fuck up out of here. I know that, Jesus.
No, I think it's down. Did I go down? Did it go down, down? She's going down, babe. Oh.
Dang it. So long.
Or what's that song? How's it go? She's going down on everybody in town. Right?
I don't think that's how it goes. She's going down. Either you're in or you're out. Baby, we're going down, swinging.
She'll be your number one with a cum shot. Fit it in her mouth, she'll suck it and swallow. She's going down.
What is happening, Jesus?
down on everybody in town. Right? That's
lies and misconceptions.
And then, all right,
everywhere.
I'm just, that's what I heard. No, I'm just playing. I made that up about a friend of mine.
Jesus.
I say friend, but that like seems mean.
Well,
but I mean, I'm not nice. Like, whatever.
Be like that sometime. This is about. They're just fucking making me work today. Damn. I said, whoa, I ain't heard this song before. LG, he definitely has his own little twist on it. Definitely.
I already fell out of my chat, but he's in yours. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you like it. If there's anything I can say about that, it's that she earned the nickname on.
Terrible.
What?
Just
don't people want to be known for the actions? I mean, what? Is that not a thing? Is that am I wrong? Was that too mean, as everybody else said at the time?
I don't want to be known for the content of my character. Please remember me for the color of my skin, if you would.
All right. And please remember me for the color of his skin and not the content of my character.
You goddamn right. You goddamn right.
I think it's down, down. Nope, I was wrong.
Either you're in or you're out, baby. I'm sugar, we're going down swinging. Be a number one with a bullet.
Yeah, see, even you know what it is. She's going down, down on every, taking it in and out easy. She'll be your number one when it comes. She fits it in her mouth, then she'll suck it and swallow. She's going down, down.
You know, these artists are getting out of hand nowadays. God damn it. Damn it. I've done this. Fuck.
I used to do that shit all the time. My wife hated it.
I could not imagine why.
Like, my wife is like, stop.
Stop it.
And I'm like, what? But I love you. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Oh, let me stop. What is this the right way? I think I went the wrong way. We're gonna find two dead.
Yo, OG, did you ever find a way to reverse hack my chat so we can find out who this person is? Because we will get to the bottom of this. Last time
we already figured out who it was, bro.
It was Afro Man, but he came back.
It was Afro Man. There's no confirmed. There's no question. Like, there's nothing left to be said about it.
All right, OG, stand down. Your mission has. Oh shit, a haunter.
Thank you, OG. I appreciate the effort. No slight of you, but it was Afro Man.
It was Afro Man.
And he was going to stick around, but he got. Like
he got found out, man. We're too good. We are too fucking good. Oh yeah, you still have that site I gave you.
After dog smoking that tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed.
Marijuana burn as we take our time. Singing them dirty rap songs. Stop and hit the bone like Cheech and Chong. Dude, that shit was my jam back in the day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh. I was gonna go to court. Then I got high.
Fuck.
Ooh. It's like, I don't think this is what the Deltones had in mind with the ooh.
Sometimes you gotta go with the motherfucking flow. I really want to capture this hunter, but I use all my fucking Pokeballs on the bitch ass Murkrow that didn't even get caught.
It sounds like it's your problem. Dude, I'm so happy we figured out our next series tonight.
Oh yeah,
like real talk.
Factual. I am very happy that you were willing to go on this digital journey with me.
Man, I've been on so many digital adventures. I played a bunch of Digimon games. Do you know what the series I like more than Digimon?
Hold that thought for 1 second. Hold that thought for 1 second. There's a fucking giant pumpkin called the Pumpkin King. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I told you that shit wasn't legit. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I knew it wasn't legit. That's the fun of it for me. Like they add little shit in there, but it was just like, yo, this giant pump. Like it's not it's not a Pokemon. It's just like something you can interact with. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay.
This is cool.
Better understand. I thought it was something you were trying to catch.
Oh no.
I told you that crazy ass shit.
Fucking pumpkin. But yeah. What game was it?
Oh, not game, just like overall series and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Monster Rancher.
Oh yeah, I remember that with the giant yellow one-eyed thing.
Yeah, Suezo.
Oh, I remember watching that
Tiger of
show.
the Wind, bro. Are you out of your mind? That shit was dope.
Motherfucking Monster Rancher. Ooh, another one that I really fucked with.
And it was. Let me just get this out real quick.
Yeah.
The dopest thing about it is any CD you or a friend had turned into like some variation of a different monster, and some were like specific to like specific CDs. Like if it was like I don't know, fucking Whitney Houston's greatest hits or something, it would be like this thing that does like extra voice damage and shit like that. Like
That's pretty cool.
There was a U2, I think U2's greatest hits did this thing that only defended because they're all pacifists, and they're like, it's fucking hilarious.
That is pretty dope.
Yeah, they had all sorts of different shit that just, yeah. What's down here? Anything? Nope, I got you.
Ooh. But yeah, the Monster Rancher, I remember when it came on. I don't remember it in depth like you do, but yeah, I definitely was a fan.
The problem is they never really had any takeoff moment. Like they had an even keel. Like they always kind of like were in the ballpark, just like not the same ballpark. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel it.
But
fucking mischievous.
I think if they pushed harder into story, because it's really cool. The whole idea is like monsters exist in these like stone discs that can be unearthed and found like anywhere, and like just that in itself is huge open world capability in the game. Like, and then you add the Pokemon aspect of it where it's battling and different types, and the fact that they have personalities and can actually fucking talk to you and tell you to fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dope. Because I always wanted Pikachu to be like, no, like, fuck you.
He did at the kind of the beginning, and he got,
No, I mean, like, sorry, Meowth, not Pikachu. I apologize.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
Like, because I wanted Meowth. At least the only talking Pokemon, like, wasn't an asshole enough for me.
Right. Well, he was the only talking one for a while, and then we got my boy Slow King, Pokemon 2000.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He definitely was the exposition machine for a good.
Yeah, he had that 15,000 IQ storytelling.
Yep. Most definitely. But my little show I remember back in the day, well, two now, another one just came up, but the first one I was going to say was Duel Masters.
Duel Masters? What's that?
Remember that one show? It was like a knockoff Yu-Gi-Oh! And they had dueling with cards and all that. And God, I can't remember. I'm trying to think of something like would jog your memory, but like his main card, like when he activated it, was like this big 3D like gargoyle thing with like the lower half of his body was like a big stone thing. And his main attack was like a punch where he kind of like leaned forward and like punched the shit out of whatever fuck he was fighting against. It was real. I guess it was a real niche show back in the day on Toonami and all that.
All right.
It was the same vein as Mare. You remember Mare?
Yeah. All right. I didn't watch those at the time. Like, cause it was surrounded by Bobo.
Yeah.
That shit was too irreverent for me.
But Bobo was definitely like the lowest tier of those type of shows. Like it was just ridiculous. In my opinion, I hated Bobo.
It in my like whole thing, it like polluted everything around.
Yeah, I feel that. That's how I felt about Gundam. Sadly, at the time, like Gundam is a great show now, but back in the day, I was like, I don't want to listen to this political shit. I'm trying to see niggas blow shit up.
What? Which Gundam?
It's Gundam Wing at the time, which is arguably the best one.
Yeah, I can see that. It's like way serious.
It's super serious. That fucking announcer. Fucking coming in talking about the Universal Century, which was great now, but back in the day I was like, nah, nigga, I'm trying to watch Megas XLR in this bitch.
I'm trying to say, dude, I remember that.
Yeah, man, fucking Coop, nigga, that was my shit.
And the fat guy.
Yeah, man, fucking Coop. and the skinny dude, and then the random hot chick that was the owner, kind of. But Coop somehow, since he was a mechanic, knew how to fix giant robots, so it was his. And then it ended so I hated it. It ended with like there being like an alternate version of Coop, and then I think like the show ended after that. Like they never released any episodes after that. I was so sad.
Aw. Yeah, they did something like that for whatchamacallit, the Thundercats too. Like it just they have such good shows that they just
dropped. It's terrible.
I hope Thundercats comes back. I genuinely do. It had so much promise. Like if you have any of those fucking free channels where people find and watch everything,
oh yeah,
I definitely recommend going through and watching that because they have like
oh shit, why do I keep doing this?
That do like different shit that are like, and there's this one dude.
So bad, mama jamma. I put on this repellent because fuck. Dude, man. Here is your 4-minute warning until your push-up time.
Oh god. All right.
It's getting you mentally prepared.
When my son comes down, I think this last set of push-ups is going to be it for me.
Makes
It'll be
sense.
3 hours. That's fair, and he'll get downstairs, and it'll become a lot harder to do all this. And I still do want to do some folding. So.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Because I'm definitely getting sleepy, pushing through for the cause. So.
What's sleepy? I don't understand.
The foreign concepts.
Right. I got to start using my lack of sleep to my benefit more. You know what I mean? That's just the whole thing for it.
That would be the move, man. Yo, I do not want to fight this fucking.
And I'm actually happy that we found another thing because I could just keep playing this when my son watches his stuff, and we do like, because I don't really need to pay attention to do my ABCs. I don't know about you.
Is ooh, what the fuck? I wonder what that dude wants. What the fuck? I don't want to talk to this nigga.
But yeah, so that's what I'm fitting to do. Do ABCs, play this some more because I do want to beat it.
Nigga, what? Yo, that was cool as shit. A psychic just teleported me to the fucking past. What the hell?
Oh, damn.
That was cool. Yeah, like a psychic was on the side of the road. And I thought it was a trainer, but I walked right past him. I was like, huh. And then it was like, huh, I wonder what that guy wants. So they turned me around from going through like the exit to the next town. I talked to him and he was like, huh, it looks like you have a lust for power. Let me send you to a scenario 20 years ago. And then I just appeared in some town. That was crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fucking cool. Why are people making better games than...
That's what I'm saying, man. The town's all
shit.
fucked
It's
up.
going down. 1 second.
Okay.
1 second.
That's a Dragonair. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yo, let me...
Uh-oh, I got a boss fight.
Ooh, let me head to the stream.
I got a boss fight coming. Oh, I gotta fight these derpy ass brothers. Diamond Sun. Alright, I'm gonna sun you, little bitches.
Yeah. Oh, crap. They look kind of real.
Oh, no, they are real. Those are essentially, I think, translation-wise, those would be like Raijin and Fujin or some shit like that.
Oh, shit.
Like two brothers. Or they might be different. They might be different.
Yeah, this Dragonair is just roaming the earth. Oh my god. Oh, should I have dig this whole fucking time? I am annoyed. I'm gonna teach dig too right now. Diggle dig, diggle dig, diggle dig.
Dig, 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 dig.
The best. Mega kick. Mega kick. Who got feats in this motherfucker?
All right, let's see what all this flaming does. Oh, God. Oh my God. I gotta stretch more. I'm fat.
Work it out.
Oh, it
Work
doesn't help
it
that
out.
my Achilles tendon is like always forever going to be
Just
because of all the
run.
scar tissue on it.
I feel that. If you get a chance, I would definitely recommend you listen to some Mark Rivulet if you not have already been familiarized with him.
Have not, do not know.
I would definitely send you a link because I love his music and the videos he puts with it is hilarious. Like, it's a whole mood, to be honest. I might even play some during the stream. I'm not even playing. Yep, it's happening.
You better not get my strength. This whole thing taken.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Fuck, we're connected. Our fates are intertwined.
Like, you better not, sir.
I need revives. I know I have revives. I have one revive. That is. Can I catch a dragon there? Do I have the sauce? My ghastly might be able to put it to sleep, but it's definitely not going first or surviving the hit. That's tough. Yo, I do miss this. Not miss it, but I wish they had it more in Pokemon to where there were situations where it was like kind of a one-off. So there was actual consequences to you not being strong. Like if I have to go fight that Dragonite and I have the ability to catch it, but I didn't stock up on Pokeballs, and my Pokemon aren't strong enough to beat it, then it's like, damn. And it's just like you can't do it again.
A lack of preparation.
Yeah, like you always got to be ready. Like I wish they had this in like main Pokemon games instead of like holding your hand so much.
That's fair.
Because if you always ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Oh shit. Shigure is gonna die.
Yo, shout out to the two niggas still in this motherfucking chat. I am.
Hey, y'all the real champions, 100%.
Definitely
Please know that.
Yo, you know what time it is, Mr. Vallen, after your boss fight.
Damn, they for real. They're setting this fire and ice thing up. What is this, Hall and Oates? Sons of bitches?
Yo, that is fucking forcing.
Oh, that's what they're doing. They make me constantly have to use this. The Dawn rune. Alright, so it's actually useful for fight. I get it.
Yo, was that Lance? What the fuck? Why is Lance here? Can I just walk past this nigga? Yo, where is the Pokemon Center? It's crazy. Do I just talk to Lance? What's up, nigga? Oh shit, am I fighting this dude? Yo, why is Lance destroying the city? What the fuck is this? Me and Afro Man. Yup. You and Afro Man holding down.
Afro Man, you don't even realize, like, he's like, this dude is stealing my whole steez.
Right.
Looks like it could be Afro Man's, like, body double, stunt double.
Actual.
Food taster. Who knows? Something like that.
Food taster, yo. You know how fucking high level you gotta be to have a food taster?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I got nothing.
This dragon there definitely just hyper beamed me. That's wild.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting to heal. My ninja's gonna die, y'all.
It's a dragon. I need ice or dragon or fairy. I have neither. I don't think my hoodoo has hypnosis anymore, so I'm gonna paralyze this nigga. Cause Badoo, you got to do your thing for a nigga real quick.
Oh shit. I can't believe they just did that to me. They tag team me with some. Alright. All right, you piece of shit.
Some bitch. Yes, tag miss. There we go. Stun spore, baby. Stun spore, baby. Yo. Dragonair has shed skin. I'm so blowed right now. What the fuck? Oh, was I just meant to lose this?
Maybe.
Because I definitely don't have the required Pokemon to beat this nigga. He's just hyper beaming like it's nothing.
Well, if he's doing that, then you are no.
Factuals.
What you need to do is fight back, kick him in his butt crack. Don't take none of that. All right.
Not a near nutter.
Not a bit of that.
Right. He did hyper beam me, so I got a turn. That could growl, but that has nothing to do with the special beam hyper attack, hyper beam. Yo, you should only have 5 of those, hopefully. What do I do? Probably scratch. Go from there. Yeah. Oh god.
There we go. That shield room. People sleep on a shield room, but it is fucking versatile. And I like it. There it is.
What the fuck am I about to do? Scratch? I took a bite. Well, I gotta fake out right now. Flinch this motherfucker. Why would? Oh, yeah, makes sense. I definitely was meant to get my ass beat.
Hey, sometimes it's just what happens.
Yeah. That shed skin was tough though. I could have got a few more turns, a couple paralyses. What the fuck? Alright. Oh, I do have hypnosis, but I'm pretty sure shed skin would get rid of that, so whatever. Hypnostics. Boom, boom, boom. Hypnostics. Hyper beam my entire team. Gyarados, you're our only hope.
Flaming wall should do something. There we go. That's one of them little bitches weakened.
Oh, wow, I feel dumb. I forgot this whole time I had Twister. This whole time I could have been using the dragon move against this motherfucker. It did nothing. I forgot Twister was less than nothing as a dragon move. I'm so hurt. Hydro pump or nothing. Yo, I don't even have.
Oh, side note, you forever ruined TI for me. Not that he didn't do it for me.
Wait.
But I can never not see a picture of his face without those brown, like, you know what I'm already talking about.
Yes.
I just can't.
Oh, his face was so serious too. That was the perfect edit, bro. That was.
It really was. Like, that is a fact.
That shit was funny. Yo, Lance just murdered me. That's crazy. He's going. I don't know why, but whatever town he was in 20 years ago, he had his Dragonair, and he was just all the houses were literally busted open and just dilapidated. And then after I lost, he was like, "Now Vulture Valley, turn to dust, hyper beam." He just murdered me, and now I'm back at a Pokemon Center. It's kind of crazy. No rest for the weary. I need to go back here anyway. So yeah. I just let you in. Don't ever forget that, Lance. Don't ever forget.
Got one. There we go.
Slept.
Piece of shit. This is my boss fight. I'm winning.
Saying bye 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 bye.
I don't want to make it tough. You keep telling me you've had enough. But baby, I just want it inside your butt. But you said no lie, baby, bye, bye, bye.
These are not the lyrics, but you know,
It's what?
it be like that sometimes. Yo, is that same nigga? What's up, Gene?
Is that not what he said? Is that not?
You know, probably not. Ooh, this Pokemon Center got an upstairs.
What the fuck?
Yo, that circle. What is he doing?
Yeah.
Goddamn, base god. That's crazy.
He was one shot. That's why he did it. Oh, and I got just shit.
Hey.
Rage piece, flowing piece. That is important.
My boy got some stuff and some things. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Let me hit this up. And first things first, always heal, ladies and gentlemen. We are not amateurs at this RPG game, okay? Use your little heals rapidly between, so you got them. You get them from fights and all sorts of things. Ain't no need to act like they're precious. You gotta save them for what now? Save them for? Nothing. That's right.
Nothing at all.
'Cause I want it all. That's another song about butt sex.
These are the facts, people.
It's like, oh, you didn't know? Well, let me elucidate for you.
The city looks fine. Was that really in the past? Yo, that's so fire. I walked out the fucking Pokemon Center and he was just like, bro, this whole town was gone. What the fuck?
You know, tell me how I can't even wear this armor piece of. That's ridiculous.
You ain't at the right level.
It's not about. I don't think it's about level. He said confidently ish, with an emphasis on the ish.
That ish. A way to tell me your secrets.
What time is it? Because I might need to bring my son. Yeah, it's 6:30. I gotta go get him. All right. So on that note, this is where I'll call it a day.
You getting up off that there?
Nope, now I got to enjoy the festivities of me gaming, but yeah, this has been Captain. Oh yeah, look on stream. Check.
Let me. My boy. Whoa, that good mic. That's what I'm talking about. It looks professional.
I don't mean to brag, but it's the one I got. It's mine.
You out here, man. You are out here. You know what's funny? You got the black mic and I got the white one. It's perfect.
Oh.
Perfect.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I got it this year. For the last year and a half, 2 years, I've been rocking with that $50 snowball.
Yep, which I still have currently.
Yeah, mine it got jostled or fucked up in the move, so womp womp.
Right, the sadness.
But yeah. Anyway, this has been Captain Vallen with the ever faithful, dope ass crewmate Vulture Valley.
You know it, and since my boy Vallen is getting off, we must follow our captain's lead and get some motherfucking sleep ourselves. So this will be it for me as well. I appreciate you, Afro Man, for being my secret confidant in the background.
Thank you, Afro Man, for sticking around. That shit was dope.
Hell yeah. But even more important than the famous Afro Man himself, the ever infamous, magnanimous, scrupulous OG. Gregarious. OG in the chat for sticking around and actually being here and looking at us be retarded for 3 hours.
And a big shout out to Javon Davis for the same. Showing up, being a part of the conversation. That shit's super appreciated.
Always.
We gotta come up with a vagabond call sign where we
facts.
You know what I mean? Instead of just I've been having the. All right, I'm a bit of an idiot. I've had it facing the wrong way this whole time. This is the direction I'm supposed to be speaking into it, but I've had it like this.
That is hilarious. The motherfucking new mics, man. New mics.
Whatever, I'm happy with it.
New mic blues.
So This has been Captain Vallen reminding everybody that. So let's be aware.
Facts. And since for some reason it cut out on my stream, and he said, life happens in every goddamn motherfucking direction, so you better be ready to slap a bitch. That's pretty much the gist of what he said. Keep that in mind. Yeah,
that's a decent paraphrase. As good as most people get with the Bible. If we're...
That is actually a very apt comparison. I like it.
Right? So,
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Peace out, everybody.
Peace. Find my stop stream button.
All right.